All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being, nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar. Kieran Hickey Simple. That's TJ Hushmanzada, who just walked to the building. We'll get to him in a second. But joining us here in the Speakeasy, two gentlemen who played in the National Football League. But we're here tonight to talk about some big-time basketball. And speaking of a guy that knows absolutely nothing about basketball, Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing tonight?
Don't do that before we start the basketball show. That's wild. That's beautiful, people. Y'all can be doing anything with your evening. You are hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. An incredible, actually, the game was terrible, but we still going to talk about it because what it means. Shout out to Jalen Brunson in the clutch and Victor Wembanyama. We going to need more, but I'm not going to give away my takes so early. Hey, hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the like button. Consider us your online family, your online community. Care Bear, turn me up.
That was a great take by Acho. This game was very sloppy. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, you saw his head a little bit earlier, TJ Hushmanzada in the building. How we doing today, TJ?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. This is my first time seeing you since you done trimmed him off.
Yeah, I know. I dropped the top on him. Yeah, I had to. It was about time. It was about time. I feel good though, man. I can feel the wind on my hair and whatnot.
Probably about 3 pounds lighter.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was. I'm
trying to your goal.
Cutting everything that I need to be able to hit that goal. So we're close though. We're close. And, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, a man that is no stranger to the social medias. A father, soon to be father times 2, and a man with a very large forehead.
I do.
Social Trey in the building. How we doing, Trey?
I'm doing well, man. Listen, Acho, I appreciate you for the hat. I've been able to hide my forehead for quite some time now, but I like some variety.
Yeah.
You know?
Acho, how about him wearing the actual logo today instead of no logo?
Logoless.
He's been in a good mood recently. Did he resign already? No, still no.
Haven't signed the contract.
Still
waiting on his people to talk to my people. My people are me.
Can we get to the game that literally just ended? The world's waiting for us to discuss?
We have to talk about it. NBA Finals, Game 1. The Larry O'Brien is back on the court, and we saw an amazing game. The Knicks win in San Antonio, 105-95. Jalen Brunson, a big second-half performance, and he has passed SGA and tied Luka Doncic for 30-point playoff games. How about that? An incredible stat for Jalen Brunson. The Knicks take home Game 1. Are you guys more impressed with what the New York Knickerbockers did out there today, or are you disappointed in the San Antonio Spurs?
I'm impressed with the Knicks, and I'm impressed with the Knicks for one primary reason. It's Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson had every reason to turn it down in this game. Through the first quarter, he had what looked like an MCL injury. After an MCL injury, he runs to the locker room, puts a brace on it, comes back. Then he has an ankle injury. I, like so many others, am tweeting out, he's a small guard. There is a theory and hypothesis around small guards that they can't handle the brutality and the physicality of the playoffs as the series goes on, and that's why you rarely see small guards outside of Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas lead their team to championships. But he showed resilience. I get it. He took 31 shots. He wasn't the most efficient he's ever been, but he still had 30 points. I get it. He was 2 for 9 from 3. He was not the most efficient he has ever been. But in the clutch, 3 minutes left and under, he was 1 for 1 from 3. When it mattered most, he hit the clutch buckets. That is why I am not just impressed with the Knicks. I am impressed with Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson had so many reasons to turn down, and instead he turned up, and you love to see it. This is what competitors are made of. This is what toughness, grit, determination, and champions are made of. And this is what Jalen Brunson's going to write his legacy on the back of.
I'm disappointed in the Spurs.
Really?
I am.
Okay.
I am. When you obviously it's a hard fought battle playing Oklahoma City, coming off that. It's an emotional series. Obviously the way Wemby reacted towards the end of that, or at the end of that series, the Knicks have been off a long time. Mm-hmm. They've been off a long time. So the sloppiness of the game could have been some of the rust, but the Spurs, y'all a young team. We can't, we come off a hard 7-game series. Y'all young. You get a day off, you good.
Yeah.
And so Wemby's going to have to play better. Mitch Johnson is going to have to put Wemby in spots where he not 20 feet from the rim.
Yep.
Put him in situations where it's 1-2 dribbles and he has a 10 to 12 footer maybe. And so for me, Brunson, what was he, 12 for 31, I believe it was? Yeah. I believe he's going to have a lot of these games playing against the San Antonio Spurs, going against Castle and them boys defensively. If Wemby plays better, they really have a chance to blow this open. It was 94 to 86, New York. The Spurs go on a 9-0 run. They didn't score the rest of the game after that. Mm-hmm. They didn't score the rest of the game. And so Wemby must play better. He's going to have to shoot the ball better. But they going to have to get, I've said, they got to get more out of De'Aaron Fox, bro. There's just no way you on a max and he on a max contract. You can't be 3 for 13 scoring. You got to score double digits every game if you're De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Because you're on a max contract, it's expected of you. You have to. 7 points, that's role. The way he's played is role player type stats, but he's being paid as a premier player.
But this was a game, T, that everybody's been talking about. Lights were too bright for the Spurs. Because if you're being honest, Vassell didn't have a good game. Fox didn't have a good game. Wemby didn't have a good game. Keldon Johnson didn't play, thus didn't have an impactful game. Cornette had a terrible game. Carter Bryant didn't play, thus didn't really have an impactful game. Harper did his thing.
He played well.
But Harper has the lineage to
Castle
do his
played
thing.
well.
Yeah, Castle played as well. Castle played well. Harper played well. And in the first half, Champagne, he played well. But the fact of the matter is, this was a game where you saw the Knicks veteran presence at play. Josh Hart's been there before. That's why Josh Hart goes out there and I think he gives you, 12 or 15 boards, something like that. He gives you 15 boards, 6 dimes, and 4 steals. Like, this was a game where the Knicks showed their veteran presence. Chris Bosh said something earlier today. He said this series reminds him of the series where the Miami Heat played the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. And the Dallas Mavericks, though a lesser talented team, obviously the Heat had LeBron, Bosh, D-Wade. The Heat hadn't been there before. D-Wade had been there before, but the Heat as a team hadn't been there before. The Mavericks were a team that was hungry. Years before, they had been there and they had lost. The Knicks haven't necessarily been to a championship, but they've been deep into the playoffs and they've lost. They are a veteran, seasoned, hungry, collective unit that has played several games together in the playoffs, whereas the Spurs, I think we saw some of those woes, the adrenaline pumping. You saw them kind of discombobulated. Wemby at the end of the game gets plucked. That's really what turned the game over. I think there were it was a 4-point game, Kieran, or a 6-point game. We're sitting here watching it together.
It was 4.
4-point game.
Yeah.
Wemby goes off his shoe, and then it turns into a 6-point game, and it's blouses. That's the difference in the game. Brunson, with the game on the line, gets a tough bucket, I believe, on Vassell.
Right after that, yep.
Wemby with the game on the line, it goes off his shoe. That's the difference in winning and losing.
You know what, though? When you look at it, Dylan Harper started the game on fire.
He did.
He took 10 shots. I'm going to guess and say he took 6 to 7 of those 10 shots in the first quarter. Why? When you're shooting the ball that well, and I get it. He's a youngster. He needs more than 10 shots. If De'Aaron Fox is going to go 3 for 13, De'Aaron, I'm sorry, bro. I need you to go 3 for 8. I need those 5 shots now to go to Dylan Harper because he's playing and shooting the ball well. And I get it. Like, De'Aaron Fox, you making all this money, you going to get your shot attempts up. But Mitch Johnson has to see, like, hey, I had to get the young fella more looks.
But
I have
if
to.
we being real, Mitch Johnson had laps run around him as well. Because this can't be a game. You know it's going to be a series. And you play Keldon Johnson for 8 minutes. I believe 5 minutes in the first half, 3 minutes in the second half. If I'm not mistaken, 6th man of the year. And he plays 8 minutes. The Spurs bench collectively played 57 minutes. The Knicks bench collectively played 80 minutes. The Spurs are supposed to be the deeper team. We went to this series thinking that the Spurs were the team that had the depth. You have Keldon Johnson. You have Harper. You have Bryant. Hell, you have Cornette. Meanwhile, I'm watching Shamet. I'm watching McBride. I'm watching Mitchell Robinson. I'm watching them make more of a contributing factor than the Spurs bench, and the Spurs are supposed to be the deeper team. You can't let the Knicks be the more top-heavy team and the Knicks be the deeper team. To me, that is the dilemma at hand.
I'm sorry, but De'Aaron Fox led the team in minutes, him and Wemby, 38. Them minutes got to drop to 30.
Yeah.
They have to, because he has not played well in the playoffs. And if you're not going to play well in the playoffs, I got to play the guys that's going to play well. I got to play guys that's going to get buckets. And that should be the leadership. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is coming off a high ankle sprain. He's probably not 100%. But nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's a result. Either you do or you don't.
Nobody
you get it done or
cares.
you don't get it done. And so I'm optimistic that the Spurs they can get this together. I don't normally. I'm a big believer in there's steps you must take to get to this point. And the Spurs skipped over quite a few steps. When they beat Oklahoma City, I was like, oh, it really don't matter. They just skipping steps now. Because I believe they're the more talented team.
Really?
I really do.
Wow.
Now, the only thing that I like...
How do you believe that? I believe they're the deeper team, and I thought their depth would carry them
I don't even
through.
know if they're deeper, because if you look at... I like Shamet as a player. He's a really good shooter, above average defender. And he plays hard. Mitchell Robinson, the Spurs have nobody like him. Cornette, he ain't Mitchell Robinson. Who they have coming off the bench that's like Shamet, you would say Dylan Harper is more talented, but they're going to kind of cancel each other out. Deuce McBride, who the Spurs coming off the bench like that? The
You would
Spurs
hope Keldon Johnson. Like, that's the thing. If you got Keldon Johnson, you got Dylan Harper, you should have a better bench than Deuce McBride and Landry
outside
Shamet.
of Dylan Harper getting 28 minutes, Mitch Johnson is almost like he's afraid to play him
That-
heavy minutes.
Correct.
And that needs to change, because that's your superpower. I got young dudes that can get up and down the court, and they're going to defend.
Yeah.
And so I do believe the Spurs are more talented,
Kieran,
but OG, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart, that was my concern going into this, because they big dudes, man.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, the smallest one, he's 6'5", but he looked like he about 225, and he played like he's 6'10".
Yeah. Yeah.
And that size and the way they defend, that's going to be a problem.
Kieran, who do you blame for the loss?
I think it's the Spurs. I think the Spurs needed to capitalize on the 13 to 15 point lead that they had in the third quarter and just blew it, and then
14.
14 point lead. But it's a game of runs, and the Knicks just made more happen with those runs, and especially late in the game, you saw the difference in experience. I think that's what shows up more than anything. We saw this. I always mention my Mavericks, but 2 years ago against the Minnesota Timberwolves, what was the difference in that? It was, okay, one of these teams has two guys that are used to playoff moments and big moments later down the stretch. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, they go make plays. Jalen Brunson, you saw him down the stretch. Josh Hart, you saw him defensively down the stretch, even though he's having a rough offensive night. And for the Spurs, the guys that they're looking to for veteran leadership in this game, one of those guys is De'Aaron Fox. And I'm sorry, De'Aaron Fox has just not been it. In the last series, he shot 36% from the field and 22% from three, averaged 11 points in 5 games. It's not enough. And what you're seeing out of Dylan Harper right now is what the number 2 overall draft pick in the NBA what it's supposed to look like in big moments like that. And I think this is a situation where y'all really got to start looking into giving Dylan Harper more minutes, if not just start him. Because he's just playing better right now. Defensively, he's showing up. He's doing what he needs to do. And I understand it's a small portion, it's a small sample size, but I just think that this team couldn't afford to lose a game like this at home. And offensively, they're not what the Knicks are. And that's the reason why I picked the Knicks to win the series in 6. Offensively, I don't think they're going to be able to match the scoring output of the Knicks. It's the same reason why I thought OKC was going to beat them as well, but without J-Dub, without AJ Mitchell, I think they ended up, falling short. I just think the Knicks are a better team. And I disagree with you about the talent. I think the Knicks starting 5 is more talented than the Spurs starting 5. And I do think the Spurs bench is better than the Knicks. But it's going to be an interesting series to go forward, or to see moving forward. But they're going to have to go win something on the road, which I think is going to be a very tall task if they can't find any sort of consistent scoring from a guy getting 38 minutes in De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Specifically, do you blame Wemby, do you blame the bench, or do you blame Mitch Johnson?
Is all of them a cop-out answer? Is Wemby as a superstar not good enough? Shoot 6 of 21.
You got to blame the best player. Because the best player is always going to get the majority of the credit.
Yeah.
So you have to take the majority of the blame.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. If the
fair.
Spurs win the championship, it's going to be Wemby this, Wemby that. So you got to take the blame, because if the Knicks don't win it, it's going to be Brunson didn't show up. And if they do win it, the little man Brunson took the Knicks to the... But more important, bro, the Knicks, and I may be wrong, Are they not on an 11-game win streak in the play?
12 now.
12 games.
12 now with this win.
Yeah.
Bro, in the playoffs?
They're a problem.
That is wild. Oh, yeah, because they were down 2-1.
They were down 2-1 to the Hawks.
Against the Hawks.
Yeah.
Won the next 3.
Swept.
12-game win streak.
And it's I don't know why everyone slept on. Why is everyone slept on them coming into this? I don't get it. Obviously, the Pacers had some sort of hype because they were winning in close games, and Tyrese was on a crazy run winning with game winners and whatnot. But it's almost like everyone crowned the Spurs after winning that series. I think the Knicks are playing the best basketball right now.
Could it be that we don't look at the Knicks as having a true superstar? Because we all think Brunson is very good.
Correct.
But nobody looks at Brunson
as like a top 5 player in basketball.
We don't look at him as like we looked at Steph Curry.
No, or Jokic, or Giannis, or any of the people that have...
That's why. We see Wemby as a superstar.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Nobody on the Knicks team fits that.
Here's the other thing that is very frustrating. It hasn't been since the Hawks series that a team has tried to actually expose Brunson. Why have we waited 2 series now to see somebody go at him? The Hawks with C.J. McCollum attacked Brunson. We putting him in the pick and rolls. We're attacking him. The Cavs didn't do it. Series after, didn't do it. Now the Spurs didn't do it. Now the problem with the Spurs is the Spurs don't have anybody to do it. Like the Spurs,
they do.
They do. He came on the floor and scored 10 points in 10 minutes. It was Dylan Harper that went right at Brunson the entire time.
I agree.
Castle can do it. Yeah. Harper can do it.
But the difference with me is I don't trust
Yeah.
Castle from an efficiency perspective, because if you make Castle do it, he's turning the ball over 8 times.
That is
if you
true.
say Castle, go cook. The thing is, I don't think Harper's bag yet. Obviously, in 3 years, Harper's bag is going to be stupid. But, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, 20-year-old rookie Harper, go ISO Brunson.
I'm going to see if you can do it.
McCollum?
I'm going to see. The way he started that game, we damn sure going to see. Because you bigger, you stronger. You more athletic. We going to see.
This is even more the reason why De'Aaron Fox is getting shipped to Guantanamo after this season.
Guantanamo's.
I'm sorry. Like, bro, you can't. He's supposed to be the guy going to Jalen Brunson.
Who going to take that
He's
contract?
supposed to be the guy.
That is true.
Who going to take that contract?
That is true.
It's the first year of a $253 million extension. Kicks in next season.
The thing, I want to push back just a little bit, Kieran, on your point about De'Aaron, because while I agree, you and I talked yesterday, and I'm like, the Spurs are better without De'Aaron, but when you really think about it, they actually need somebody to handle the ball and take care of it as well as he does. He just needs to stop looking for his shot so much. That's the thing. Get out there, facilitate, control the pace of the game, keep your young guys under control, keep them playing at a pace that's going to be, conducive to efficiency, taking care of the ball, and making sure, minimizing turnovers, essentially. And he can do that. Just stop looking for your shot. He came out in the first quarter aggressive as hell, just trying to score the ball, and it wasn't immediately, and it just didn't look good. But what he does for them is invaluable because Stephon Castle doesn't take care of the ball, and Dylan Harper makes a lot of bone. If he doesn't hit you with his first move and get where he wants, he'll make a mistake. He gets hemmed up and he panics and he turns the ball over a lot as well. So I definitely want to see more minutes from Dylan Harper though, because he is a big body that you can throw at Jalen Brunson on both ends of the floor. Yes, go at him. Especially Wemby don't want to be in the paint clearly. Yeah. So send Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. They run a lot of action on that baseline with Castle. Run that with Harper and Castle and let them eat in the post, because Wemby clearly doesn't want to do it. So
yeah, I just think it's going to be a tough ask for all of these guys to. I don't know. It's going to be a tough ask for them to consistently go at Jalen Brunson, because I think that would have been something that was exploited by players that we view as better at this point, though. Right. So Cade Cunningham. Yeah. It's hard for him to go at Brunson night after night, time after time. Now, obviously, he didn't have the second options as all of these guards that the Spurs have. Right. But I just think moving forward, it's going to be rather tough.
The other thing, though, is Wemby can't let Cat get that much confidence. Wemby got to shut that ish down real quick. Yeah. Cat came into this game feeling himself, going to the cup left hand, going to the cup right hand, finger rolls and ones, offensive board and ones. Like Wemby got to shut that down real quick. If anything, Wemby, use your length, play off Cat, make Cat settle for the three. You know Cat loves to settle for a 3-ball. Make Cat settle for the 3-ball, but you can't play so tight on Cat that he beats you with this first step, goes to the cup. You got a Knicks like. Cat should not have had a more, in my mind, impactful game than Wemby. Wemby might have had a statistically better game. I believe Cat had a more impactful game. Yeah. That can't happen. That absolutely cannot happen.
And Vic tonight, 6 of 21, 2 of 9 from the 3, 6 turnovers tonight as well. And defensively, The craziest thing is you felt his impact, though.
Yeah.
Whenever all of the same stuff that the Knicks have been running to success in the Eastern Conference side of the bracket was not happening tonight. It wasn't flying tonight. I think the question for you guys is, do you think this is just what we're going to see out of Wembanyama this series, or are they going to recover, and do you expect them to play better the rest of the season?
He'll absolutely play better. Remember last series, he started off scorching hot. I think he gave us a 43-18 or 43-21 game one against the Thunder, and then he started to taper off.
Yeah.
I think this series will be the inverse. I think he'll start to find himself in the midst of the series. The difference is the Knicks had the entire series, TJ, to watch what the Thunder did. Why the hell you think Shamet played so much and Bridges played so little? They were like, you know what? We need floor spacing. We need shooting. I get it, Bridges. You were a big dog last series. This series, we need spacing because we need to make sure that Wemby can't just sit in the paint and clog the lane. So, to me, I think the Spurs were at the mental disadvantage. Now the Spurs got to watch tape. Spurs got to recoup. Wemby's going to come back. He's going to bounce back. I anticipate a 35 and 14-point game from Wemby.
It will be interesting as this series goes on. Because at points, the Knicks play slow. They don't really get up and down the floor like Oklahoma City and specifically the Spurs. At some points of this game, it was just back and forth.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how the Knicks how can they maintain this pace and this tempo? Because they don't play this way. And when Cleveland, they didn't play this way, with Mitch and James Harden. They play more of a slow tempo game. Same thing with the Hawks. And so in the East, and the teams that the Knicks have played, even Detroit, they don't play at the pace that the Spurs are playing with. And so will these young boys from San Antonio in a 7-game series wear out the Knicks? That's possible.
The problem is they're not playing enough to wear him out.
Like the pace that they're playing, though, the going back and forth.
Yeah.
But here's the
pace
problem.
right now.
Look at how many minutes the Spurs players play. The Spurs are the team that's going to get worn out. Look at the Spurs starting lineup compared to the Knicks starting lineup.
We would assume the top 5 play outside of De'Aaron Fox.
Yep.
All them dudes is 25, 26 and under.
Yeah.
But
All
still,
of them.
minutes.
All of them.
Champagne, 31 minutes. Wemby, 38 minutes. Fox, 38 minutes. Vassell, 36 minutes. Castle, 34 minutes. Now let's go to the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson
Knicks.
played more than all of them.
OG, 31 minutes. Cat, 34 minutes. Hart, 27 minutes. Bridges, 28 minutes. Brunson, 37 minutes. So if any team gets, you're right. In theory and fundamentally speaking, you are right. The Spurs, I would anticipate, should be wearing down the Knicks. But based upon how the Knicks are doing a better job than the Spurs at managing the roster, I'm more worried about the Spurs getting worn down.
If Brunson is playing 37 minutes a game, they picking him up full court, and if they get this game to 7 series, that may end up being a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They are young. I will say, though, they also have to take – they haven't taken any lumps so far. So I'm not here to say that they can't, but if there was a series to expose it, I think it's this. Because I think Wemby is going to have to show up consistently on the offensive side of the ball, and I don't think he's found his complete game on that side of the floor. He hasn't yet. I don't. You don't see performances like this tonight from guys that are more developed on that offensive side of the ball, especially at 7'5", shooting 28% from the field is unacceptable. It's just it's not what's supposed to be happening. So we'll see what the Spurs do moving forward. But
I know we got some super chats, Trey. They're popping in the super chat. What's up with it?
The super chats are jumping off already. Listen, Deb Smith said Cat is the X factor. The Spurs haven't played a big like Cat in their finals run. If Cat plays like that, Knicks can win. Shout out to JB Captain Clutch. IG Leggett said, last show y'all said a ring means more for Wemby than Brunson. None of the cast was born last time the Knicks won a ring. If Wemby wins, he is just chasing Duncan's legacy. Spurs have been winners for a long time. Love the show. Pota Show 9043 said, yeah. How about we blame the man who slayed the alien, Jalen Brunson? Cat was smoking Wemby.
Yeah, he was.
Call it out. Knicks in 6.
They not wrong.
And now, for our weird cousin.
What up, weird cuz? You been missed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You been missed, Central Cast.
number 1 pick.
He's speaking for himself. He says, I can't blame this game on Wemby. His bench couldn't keep their defense up. Wemby, when he was on the court, kept them in the lead. By the way, I did super chat the first day back, but somebody didn't read it. That somebody, in theory, would have been me, but you probably just didn't send enough for it to hit my desk. So get your bread up, boy. King Drewski said, yo, drop top bear. You and the rest of the Speakeasy lied that y'all could pass my challenge and read patois, and y'all failed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
That's on
He's the resident Caribbean in the Speakeasy.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
After rereading it, I
Patois
realized I could have read
it's Caribbean Pidgin.
There's pidgin and there's patois. But
Yeah.
It's what they speak in Jamaica and some other Caribbean.
So he took
countries.
Drewski to a whole
Bomba
patois
Ross
super
stuff.
chat and Kieran tap.
He got tired, worn out.
No,
Central Cast also said, by the way, Rome looked like he got the life sucked out of him. Like life just keeps beating him.
Rome, what happened?
And he did not fight back. He looks like he's one more gray hair away from passing out. So,
wow.
They shooting at producer Rome.
Shooting at producer Rome is crazy.
Central Cast shooting at
Crazy.
producer Rome.
That's
Crazy, bro.
crazy.
Two more, we got to keep the show
the life
moving.
sucked out of me.
CP00 said, everyone is better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson. He is the best player on the floor at any time, especially in the fourth quarter. I don't know that I disagree with that.
Now,
honestly.
look, although nobody thinks he's a top 5 player in the NBA over the last 4 to 5 seasons, he's without a doubt, no question, a top 5 player performer. Not even close.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
1,000% a top 5 player in the playoffs.
The only person I'd rather have in the clutch is probably Luka.
Yeah.
Luka's probably the only player I'd rather have
Right
in the
now,
clutch
yeah.
right now.
On
than
the offensive
Brunson.
end.
Yeah,
for sure.
offensively.
Yeah.
Both of them, though, I think both
But
of
you
them
can't
make
go
shit
wrong.
happen. Yeah,
You
you can't go wrong with either of them. I don't know.
Or SGA.
Hey,
Or yeah.
SGA.
you know what's
Yeah.
crazy though? Not this has been talked about a lot. Jalen Brunson sacrificed, wasn't it like $75 million? $100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
He sacrificed 100 M's, 9 figures, so that they can sign Bridges and Unobi. How many guys ain't sacrificing $2-3 million? He sacrificed $100
To Chris Bosh's point,
dollars.
very Dirkish in that way.
Man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dirk sacrificed $100 million during his career to sign other guys and whatnot. This Knicks team is a great team.
Yeah.
A great team.
Yeah, they don't really have a lot of holes. Last one, we're going to keep the show moving. Christian said, first time super chat, Wemby's durability is in doubt. He can't afford to sit out as long as he did. But he only missed 10 minutes
Nah, bro.
of action.
That first quarter, when he went out the game,
It was balling.
they were losing.
Nah, but then they came back and started cooking.
And
they
they took,
started
that's what
cooking
my
without
whole point is. They were down. That's when Dylan Harper took over.
Yeah.
They started winning the game. So this game, in previous games, yes, not this game.
Yeah. No, I think it was a lapse in coaching on Mitch Johnson's part for a couple of reasons. They came out and they just looked scattered. Like they didn't have a game plan. Wemby came out looking for a shot, aggressive. I'm like, okay, this is the game plan. Then he shelled up and got scared when he missed some shots.
Yeah.
And then coming out in the third quarter, having Wemby sit on the bench so much.
But here's the other
with
thing
the
is
13-point
you
lead.
also need your bench players to do something. Like, you can't just be stealing checks. Cornette, you can't go out there, let Cat beat you to the cup, give him an and one, not get any boards, let Mitch Robinson get 6
catching oops over your head and ones.
At the point in which that's happening, Wemby can only sit for 45 seconds because Cornette, you're not acting like a formidable opponent.
Cornette has no advantage. Like, if you're going against Chet lighting ass.
Yeah, right.
Hartenstein, he going to shoot that little floater. Mitchell Robinson is not going to score unless you give him but he's so much bigger and athletic.
Yeah.
Then what Cornette going to do? Yeah. You ain't going on the perimeter to guard Cat. Yeah. And then you got to guard Mitchell Robinson. He going to just walk your little ass under the rim. And I say, look, and Cornette's a big dude. But Mitchell Robinson's something different.
Yeah. You're right.
Facts.
You're right. Where we at, Kieran?
Moving forward, we all know that the city of Chicago has the jump man. But now in big 2026,
John man.
Iceman, baby, why are you so cold? Caleb Williams is the cover athlete for Madden 27, the Iceman, after leading more comeback victories in the 2025-2026 NFL football season, gets the opportunity of a lifetime to grace the cover of the greatest football game ever created. He also had some media availability with Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey on New Heights. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
They did give us the ratings. Do you want to hear your rating?
Yeah,
or do you want to leave it off? All right.
Let's hear it.
We have Travis, your rating, 91.
Still
91.
Still got it. Still got it, baby. Still in the 90s. Let's go, baby.
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
Caleb, I got to say, this feels low for somebody on the cover.
Yep. Hopefully.
But still a very high rating.
Okay.
90. 90.
Okay, I can. End of the year, be 99. It's all right.
There you go. There you go.
Keep getting better.
End of the year, his Madden rating will be a 99. I sure hope so. He's one of the most exciting football players in the entire world. Fellas, did Caleb Williams deserve to get the Madden cover?
What you think, T?
Yeah, he deserved it. Who else you gonna put on it? Then you go across the league. Who else you gonna put on it? He's the first pick of the draft. Did not have a great rookie season, and everybody was on his ass. Oh, Jaden Daniels should have been the first pick. Oh, Drake May is better than Caleb Williams, and then he leads his team to the playoffs in his second year, and so he is just fulfilling, or in the process of fulfilling, the promise and the generational quarterback and all the hype that he had coming into the league. That's all he's doing now, is taking a step in the right direction. I'm happy for him. Because there was a lot of people that were ready to jump off the bandwagon after his rookie season. Yeah. Now they hanging on, getting scraped up, trying to climb their ass back onto the wagon now. Uh-huh. And so I know Caleb, and I'm sure that rookie year, the coaching he had, and realizing like, damn, this coaching really matters in the National Football League. His career is just going to continue to climb, but it's not going to be easy.
Not at all.
Because he's going to have a target on his back. The Bears are going to have a target on their back this season moving forward. But being on the cover of Madden means nothing if you go out there and lay an egg.
You're absolutely right. Did he deserve it? Yes, because he's probably the most exciting player in football. When you said who else could it be, I thought maybe Puka, but then obviously Puka's off the field has made it such an issue.
Puka not getting nothing like this. And he going to have to just clean up. Like, you just got
right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, was there a more exciting player in all of football last year than Caleb Williams? I don't think so. No. You could probably suggest there wasn't a more exciting player in all of sports last year than Caleb Williams. When you consider what Caleb Williams did just in the playoffs alone, Green Bay Packers game, like when you consider the plays that Caleb Williams made, there wasn't a more exciting player. Plus, the NFL needs Caleb Williams to do this, and they're smart. This is what the WNBA should be and should have been doing with Caitlin Clark. When you have a golden child, when you have an incredibly talented child who is living up to the hype, pour as much gasoline on that fire as possible. Number 1 overall pick in a gigantic market like Chicago, starved for winning, starved for a talented quarterback. Last year made the playoffs, a polarizing head coach, in a tantalizing city. Pour as much gasoline on that Caleb Williams fire as possible and see what you can cook up.
Hey, and also, if I'm not mistaken, the Chicago Bears in the city of Chicago, they in this like tug of war about building a new stadium. And they talking about going to your home state, huh?
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. Hey, if they build an indoor stadium in Chicago, the Bears are going to go crazy. Because the Bears are an offensive team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're an offensive team.
Yeah.
So they build this indoor stadium, and they got Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson,
Luther Burns.
They gonna go crazy in Chicago. Because people don't, when you get to November, December in Chicago, man, you don't want to play there. That shit freezing.
Now let me elevate this conversation or push back on all of us. Last several Madden covers, Christian McCaffrey, better than Caleb. Saquon Barkley, better than Caleb. Josh Allen, better than Caleb. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes.
But guess what all those guys have in common?
Offensive Player of the Years.
Been in the league forever.
Been in the league, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Been in the league forever. Of course they're better.
Yep.
Okay, but
been in the league forever.
Even if it was when I gave it to you, Patrick Mahomes was on the cover in 2020. Had only been in the league for 3 years at that point.
Yeah.
But he had a league MVP.
He was also,
Lamar Jackson was on the cover of 2021. Had only been in the league for 3 years at that point, Kieran, maybe? 3 years at that point. Four?
Yes.
4 years at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
MVP. When you think about Odell Beckham was on the cover in 2016. Obviously, he had only been in the league 2 years at that point. And Odell Beckham had the greatest start to a season in the history of seasons. Mm-hmm. Does Odell, based on the list I gave you, does Caleb Williams deserve to be on a list with Saquon, McCaffrey, Josh Allen, Brady, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Pat again, Antonio Brown, Tom Brady, Gronk?
It's crazy because out of all those names you name, he was the first pick. Uno. He was the first pick. That's why he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
because he came into the league with crazy expectations.
Yeah.
He was the savior. And we forget how many people bashed him. We was at the other network.
Yeah.
And it was, man, Caleb is a disappointment. He's this, he's that. And it was very few that were defending him. I was one of the very few. Because when you're a rookie, it's almost like you get a mulligan.
Yeah.
And so he was the first pick. That's why I say he deserves it, because he is starting to fulfill the promise that was expected of him.
Kieran, you got thoughts?
I mean, my thing is, it's about being polarizing. You had Odell Beckham Jr. and Richard Sherman as the covers back-to-back years. They were the two most polarizing football players in the league that year. Caleb Williams is the most entertaining and polarizing football player in the league. And when you want to sell video games, you put that player on the cover. True. He's playing the game at a very exciting level. And for the entire second half of the season, I have no reason as a Cowboys fan to be dialed into every Bears game. But because of what Caleb Williams was out there doing on the field in the fourth quarter, in all of those games, it was must-watch TV. And I think because of that, it makes a lot of sense. And he's been polarizing even since college. Coming into the league, he's had more expectations than I'd say any other number one pick since Andrew Luck, other than maybe Trevor Lawrence. But we've known, like, as a quarterback coming in, he's the generational prospect with all of the expectations thrust upon him. He goes to Chicago, who are the bad news Bears whenever he gets there. They don't do anything. And in year two, he gets a new head coach and is a play away from making it to the NFC Championship game. That to me is cover worthy, and I'm excited to see what happens.
What's the next step then? Because Caleb, your 90 Madden rating, that's fun. That's a video game, but in real life, year two, you went to the wild divisional round. You got a phenomenal head coach. You're a phenomenal player. What's next for Caleb? Because you know the Rams ain't going nowhere. So, like, is the expectation to lose to the Rams in the NFC Championship game?
That would be improvement. Yeah, that would be improvement. Yeah. Actually, I would say they're probably the favorites to lose to the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Favorites to lose is crazy.
Like, we ain't even talking about the Rams, but damn, when they lose a game, it's gonna be like, damn, the Rams lost.
Yeah.
It almost was like that this year.
Yeah, it was almost like that.
This past season,
that
was
2021
like that.
season where they got Odell.
Don't let 99 come back.
Oh man,
I think I might want to make that bet with Acho too.
What's that?
About Myles Garrett getting these sacks now.
yeah. Remind the viewers. It was.
So I said there's no way
Anybody gets to 200.
that anybody's getting to 200 sacks. But did we do the?
You said like $1,000 for every sack he misses the 200
underneath. Hold up, or above.
Yeah. So the bet was this: Myles Garrett, I think, is at 132 sacks, something like that, maybe 128, 132. And I said, nobody is getting to 200 sacks again. TJ said, Myles Garrett might do it. I said, look, let's bet $1,000. Every sack below 200
He's
sacks.
at 125 right now.
He's at 125. Every sack below 200 sacks Myles Garrett is, you owe me $1,000. Every sack above 200 Myles Garrett goes, I owe you $1,000.
That's not fair though. It should be his 500 to your 1,000. Because breaking the record is way more likely and impressive than not breaking the record.
But here's the thing: once he breaks it, I just keep owing him stacks and stacks and stacks.
As you should.
But if he doesn't break it, it's done.
If you think it's that unobtainable, then you should pay that much.
He has to repeat his production over the next 5 years, and
that's tough.
From 31 to 36,
the next 3 to 4 years, see, they're gonna be elite. But
correct.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, and then we were way off subject. I'm sorry. Myles Garrett will now be playing with a lead like he's never had in his career.
Yeah.
Like
now you gotta see him.
Myles Garrett he might just shatter the record and get 25, 30 sacks now.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
The interesting thing is this though, that nobody's brought this part of the conversation up, but I have to. But now Myles Garrett's gonna have to play like honest football. The end of last season, you watch, you were the breaker. All he was doing was chasing sacks. Like the end of last season, he wasn't trying to run. He was trying to go get stacks. Now though, Myles, like, you're playing with a real team that might win games. Like you got to go play you got to play integral football. Like you actually have to play like honest football.
For how many quarters though? Because that shit might be over going into the fourth every single week. I'm being honest with you.
And then he just goes back to playing how he played last year.
Then he goes
Just
back to
chasing
sacks.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you this, TJ, because please sober us up for a moment. Obviously, concluding the Caleb Williams conversation. We hyping the Rams up, rightfully so. It's fun. Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, Myles Garrett, Devontae. It's cool. But like, if the Rams see the Texans, I don't just think it's a cakewalk. Like, Myles Garrett isn't going to help protect Matthew Stafford from Will Anderson or Danielle Hunter or Kamari Lassiter or Derek Stingley. Like, so it's fun, and I'm on a hype train too. Let's celebrate it. It's cool. It's great. But realistically speaking, are the Rams that much better than the likes of the Texans or the Broncos or call it the Bills?
Yeah, they are because they're proven offensively. Mm-hmm. They're proven. We know McVay, Stafford, Puka, Devontae. We know what they gonna do. We know. It don't matter what defense they go. We know what they gonna do. It doesn't matter. They play the Texans. They for sure putting up 24 minimum. They have Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson and Stingley and Lassiter and all them boys, and they still gonna score. All those teams, the Texans gonna score on the Rams? What, do the Bills have enough firepower to compete? And so I know the Rams are gonna score points. And now all this Aaron Donald may come back. If I'm Aaron Donald, what? Let me go ahead and put them 25 pounds back on. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Because now they going to double Myles Garrett. They not doubling me.
Yeah.
I'm about to be one-on-one. I'm about to show y'all what I can really do when I get one-on-one block the whole season. Because they going to double 95.
Yeah.
Got to.
Aaron Donald might have a career year that we've never seen before, and he's had 20 sacks in a season.
And they have another good
Like, that's what I'm saying. And then you got
Byron
Kobe Turner, Byron Young.
Puna Ford.
Like, bro, McDuffie.
Yeah.
Like, this team, man, like, if
See,
they...
but here's the thing, though.
Braden Fisk.
Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. It's not like the Rams' defense all of a sudden became a top 3 defense in football. They didn't. With all due respect, they'll probably still finish top 12. They did.
They won't finish.
The Texans' defense still walks on the face of the Rams' defense. On the face
Texas defense may be better. They're not walking on the face.
Walking on the face.
They're not walking on the
If AD
face.
comes back, they're not walking on any face.
Lassiter is just as good, if not better, than McDuffie, and he's not the best
That's
cornerback
not
on his
cool.
team.
Lassiter has a potential. He has not done in the league what McDuffie has
He ain't
done.
been in the league as long.
But that's not
But
our
he is
problem.
cold, though.
That's not our
He-
problem.
he- I'm
He's
not
good.
about TJ, he's cold.
No,
Yeah.
he's
just as good, if not better.
He's
And right
good,
now,
but
yeah, he might be, yeah.
He has not proven himself as long as now because of his size and his measurables.
everything.
Of course, we'll say that. But
And his game. 4 picks last year.
But Will Anderson, great.
Danielle Hunter.
Great.
Just as great.
Neither one of them, Myles Garrett. Neither one of them. Neither one of them.
He's a different tier.
Yeah, he is a different, but nobody's Myles Garrett.
Nobody's
Right.
Myles Garrett.
Nobody's
And
Myles
then
Garrett.
if that man, 99
If
come,
99 come back, it's a different conversation.
they're
It's a different
I
conversation.
still think they're better because at the linebacker spot,
Way better.
They're loaded.
Secondary,
and they're
they're better.
completely, yes, they're
Yeah.
a better team, but stepping all over their face? Nah. If the Texans are 1, at worst, the Rams are 4.
No. Because realistically speaking, how many players on the Rams start on the Texans? 2.
And
Rams defense
let's
starts on
put
Texans.
this in perspective. The Rams are going to play the Seahawks in division twice.
Yeah.
They're going to play the 49ers in division twice.
Yep.
We assume with LaFleur, the Cardinals are going to be better. They playing the Titans twice. They may be better with Dable. They may be, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They playing the Colts, who last year was in and out with Daniel Jones.
Yep.
And so it's like, who are the Texans playing in their division that's going to present a problem? Jacksonville, maybe? And so it's easier for them, so to speak, in their division, the teams that they play.
Should the Seahawks be worried? Because the Seahawks have already dealt with the Rams. They beat the Rams twice en route to the Super Bowl. They're Super Bowl champs. Everybody's saying, oh, the Rams. Seahawks have already
Yeah,
beat.
they should be. I had already said this on here. I believe the Seahawks will have a solid season. Losing Kubiak matters, and it matters a lot. I don't even think the Seahawks go to the playoffs. I don't. I don't.
Whoa.
I don't. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't see him going to the playoffs.
With that defense?
I don't care. You got to score points. The way he was designing plays and outside guy run the post, inside guy run the whip route to grab the flat defender, just saying, I want you to hit that corner. Like, that's play designing. That's coaching. Them free touchdowns for coaching.
To regress to out of the playoffs, so the Seahawks are going to win 9 games?
Yeah. They may win 10, but you're in a division with the Niners and the Rams.
But they're better than both those teams.
They were better.
They were better.
Yeah.
They were better. Like, losing Kubiak is like losing a great player.
Didn't the Rams lose their DC? Because didn't they bring
No. They lost their DC not this past season. No.
That defense makes an impact for me, though, too. That defense is too good for them to go out there and not win 10, 11.
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks defense is too good. And it's not like you don't have any firepower. Like, compare that Texans offense to couple with that Texans defense, right?
Yep.
It pales in comparison to what the Seahawks have offensively with the JSN, with
They
the
lose
Rashid,
Kubiak, they lose Kenneth Walker. Come on, man.
It's tough.
And they didn't really make any other.
I think they regressed, but I still don't think.
They drafted
Jadrian, right?
Yeah, in the first round.
Jadarian Price.
Yeah.
And you still got Charbonnet coming back.
He's coming off, and
eventually.
he ain't
He's
even
coming
gonna be
off,
ready
and
to go. He got
yeah.
hurt late in the season.
He got hurt in February.
Yeah.
Like,
Sam Darnold
or January, rather.
13-win quarterback.
I just believe
14 win,
back to back.
14 win back to back.
When you lose your play caller in Kubiak, I just believe that's going to matter a lot more than people
I won't argue
think.
with that. Where we at, Kieran?
We'll see. Moving forward, we got to talk about the Cleveland Browns. In camp today, Shedeur Sanders had an incredible touchdown pass to Isaiah Bond, hitting this deep shot right here. So you see this is a dime. Isaiah Bond rocking a new number. So is Shedeur. When asked about the quarterback situation, head coach Todd Monken said, we have 2 starting level quarterbacks, which Matt Fontana said, what a shot at Dylan Gabriel. I appreciate the honesty, but damn. Damn. And to add insult to injury, I had to include this. Jared Verse came to the Browns and took number 8 right off of him. Dylan Gabriel, when asked about it, said, yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd pay me for my number, but then he just started wearing it in practice.
Nah, ain't no way they did that.
I do not know if that quote is real.
I don't know if it's real.
Nah.
It's definitely not real, but that'd be funny.
That's not cool. That's not cool. If that really happened, that's
I
not
don't think
cool.
it actually happened.
They did give Verse 8, and Gabriel's wearing 8. But here's why I'm not tripping. Odell Beckham's wearing 3, and Abdul Carter's wearing 3. So right now, in camp, it's practice. Every numbers are doubling up.
No, it's not actually. It's for football crave. I just thought I'd throw that one in.
That's not cool.
But I mean, coach saying that the 2 starting quarterbacks and leave it kind of
that was true.
It's tough. But fellas, the question for you guys is though, do you like how Todd Monken is handling the quarterback situation for the Browns right now? 2 draft picks last year, the 5th pick, getting the second team reps over the 3rd round pick, and then also Deshaun Watson coming back.
I do, kind of, because here's why I say kind of. Todd Monken, man, choose this day who you gonna serve, bruh. Like, we rolling with Deshaun, we rolling with Shedeur. Let's not do this again. Todd Monken, you're almost 60 years old. You're seasoned in the football game. Deshaun Watson is going on year like 9 or 10. He's seasoned in the football game. You know who's good, and you know who's gonna start. You know who you want to start. You know who you want to give the first team reps to. You do not have the luxury, Todd Monken, of continuing to try to divide these reps up. Deshaun Watson needs as many reps in your system as possible, or Shedeur Sanders needs as many reps in your system as possible. Every day you were kind of oscillating back and forth between having 2 starters is another day you were undermining the success of the true starter. You got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. So to me, I kind of like it, because he's keeping Shedeur interested and keeping Shedeur invested, and it's not like Deshaun is so good that you need to commit to him. I would just love for him to commit to somebody. I don't even care who it is.
Real quick, hey, Jared Verse kind of looked like P.K. Subban.
You think?
The hockey player? He definitely does look like P.K. Subban.
They kind of look alike, bro. They kind of look like.
That was a Canadian employee. Rome laughing all loud and shit.
Rome like that one.
Goodness gracious.
I do like how he's handling the quarterback situation, because if you start Watson, right? If you come out and just say Watson's a starter, people going to say, oh, he was basically forced to say that Watson's a quarterback. If you start Shedeur and you come out and say Shedeur's our starter right away, people going to say, oh, they made him name a starter in Shedeur Sanders. He has to look at it fresh. Clear-eyed view of who do I believe is the best quarterback. I believe Deshaun Watson is going to start the season as a starter, and by week 4, Shedeur Sanders will be the quarterback unless Deshaun Watson is the old Deshaun Watson, which is hard to kind of recapture that, but you never know. And so I have no problem with the way he's handling it. You cannot bring Dylan Gabriel into this because now we down the little clown and pony show that we went through last year. We don't know who the quarterback going to be. We got this guy. We draft 2 guys. We got Flacco taking a rep. Like, what were we doing last year? At least we know it's going to be 1 or 2 guys. I do believe it will be Watson. And then I do believe Shedeur will end up, especially with Myles Garrett gone. Man, they really just, if Shedeur, when he gets his opportunity, he better take advantage of it. Because they will be tanking for one of them picks.
Let me say something that the majority of the chat may not know. And before I get there, hey, y'all tuning in, hit the subscribe button, please. If we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us. If you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button after doing that. It pushes us further into the algorithm. So if you do nothing else for us during the course of this show, literally we're in studio 5 nights a week trying to make sure we serve y'all, give y'all laughs and whatnot, and toiling over this show. If y'all do nothing else for us, please hit that subscribe button right now. It means the world to every one of us on camera, all of us behind the camera, to the regulars. Show love to the newcomers in the chat. T, what I want to say is this. You know, before you even watch a game, who the better quarterback is. I'll be thinking, when I was at Texas my sophomore year, we had 4 quarterbacks. We had a kid named Garrett Gilbert, 5-star all-everything quarterback. Kid named Case McCoy, younger brother of Colt McCoy. A kid named David Ash, and a kid named Connor Wood. We had 4 quarterbacks. I didn't need to watch them play in games to realize who had it, who had an arm, who had athleticism, who was the better of the quarterbacks. Now, come game time, you can see some dudes turn it on, but for the most part, you know, T, like, yo, the ball jumps out this dude's hand. This dude can process a defense. This dude can get the play calls out his mouth. Yo, I'm not sure if this dude is intelligent. So when coaches try to act like they're deciding, it's a lie.
I don't know about that, though, because when you were saying that, like, ball jumps out his hand, he makes quick decisions. As soon as you said that, one guy came to my mind, and it was Joe Burrow at Ohio State. They didn't see any of that. They didn't see any of that at all. Because had they saw that, he would have been on the field playing.
I don't know if that's fair because I believe, God rest his soul, Dwayne Haskins had a 50-touchdown, 12-interception season and kept Joe Burrow on the bench.
Right, but what Dwayne Haskins did in the National Football League in his short time there was no comparison to what Joe Burrow.
Of course.
And so sometimes the sums of a player, when he get on that field, it just outweighs everything. Mm-hmm. Some guys are just gamers. I may not have the strongest arm, but I'm going to make great, quick decisions.
Yep.
Or I may have all of that, and then I get in the game, and it's like, I'm just not it.
That's true.
And so there's certain guys that in practice, you like, oh, he's solid. Then you get in the game, and you like, bro, where this shit come from? Mm-hmm. And then you get him in another game, and it's like, oh, he just a gamer then. And it's just certain dudes that they look good in practice and can't do it in the game and vice versa.
How long can Todd Monken, do you want him to drag this out? Like, at what point, there's OTAs right now.
First week of camp, after the first preseason game.
You want a starter.
Right. First preseason game over, you got to name a starter. You may even have to name a starter going into the first preseason game. But for sure, right there, I believe the players know it's going to be Deshaun Watson. It's easier to bench Deshaun Watson. He's been benched before.
Yeah.
And so they bench Deshaun, they go to Shedeur. That's it for Deshaun. As a starter in Cleveland, for sure. Maybe in the National Football League in its entirety. Mm-hmm. You don't want to start Shedeur and you feel like you have to bench him. Man, they got a ton of picks. And this is on paper, supposedly, one of the best quarterback drafts coming up in the history that we've ever seen.
Were you ever in any quarterback competitions? Was it always Carson Palmer? Or when you went to Seattle, was it?
Never. So my rookie year, we had Scott Mitchell and Achilles Smith.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, Achilles Smith.
And then we brought in John Kitna.
Yep.
And I ain't going to lie. Like, the year that Carson was drafted, I was like, damn, Achilles Smith looking good now. Mm-hmm. He was looking real good. I was like, damn, what they going to do? They ain't even want that. They got rid of him right away. Mm. Like, he really was looking good. Like, because, you know, he had this reputation of, oh, he didn't study. Man, you go to Achilles' house, he would, like, pull this little sheet back. Boy, he had, like, 3 whiteboards. Swear to God, it was like 100 plays on each one. I was like, oh, they had me fooled. Like, Achilles wasn't really, like, on his shit. Bro, he had all the fucking plays on the whiteboard. 2 high, go here. 1 high, go here. Blah, blah. I was like, damn. They had everybody thinking like he had that shit in his room. And I was like, whoa. And he was really looking good. They got rid of him. And so you don't want a quarterback controversy in the league. And so that's why I'm hoping, like, the Browns, one of these guys step up. And if not, Shedeur Sanders, you get your opportunity.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's very cut and dry. It's going to be Deshaun until he possibly ruins that. And then I think you'll see Shedeur. But I think can I be honest with you? I don't think the Browns are going to have a season worth not taking a quarterback next year. And I think they're in good position. Well, actually, no, they're in horrible position now because they lost their own first pick. So I don't know. They have to make something work actually with these 2 guys because they have the Jags pick and then they have, I believe it's the Rams pick now in the first round next year. So tough situation, but I think the hope is that Deshaun figures it out with a new offensive mind in the room. But yeah, no, I was just looking up Achilles Smith highlights.
Where we at with the super chats?
Listen, man, we definitely got quite a few super chats. In the meantime, Josh the Minute said, "What's up, family? Glad to see y'all back. Firstly, Shohei Ohtani was the most exciting player in sports last year. Secondly, Myles Garrett should have been on the cover, or maybe his new teammate that just won an MVP with a crazy year last year."
Hey, Shohei is probably the most exciting athlete in sports right now. What he's been doing this season,
Dominant.
I mean, if you're watching baseball,
Exciting? Baseball's not a really exciting sport. Dominant for sure.
The thing is, though, if you're making me watch baseball more than anybody else, I think you're excited. Like he's box office. He's much watch.
Hey,
he's fun to watch.
They better get this deal because they go on strike. Ain't nobody watching that shit no more. Or they gonna let them take steroids again like they did with McGuire and Sosa to get everybody coming.
Yeah, let's just
turn the MLB into the enhanced games.
Steroids ain't hurt nobody.
That's what they did when they went on strike last time. Y'all might have been too young to remember any of that.
Was it 94? And then afterwards they came out on it?
Bro, they literally went on strike. Nobody was watching baseball when they came back. And then next thing you know, Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa in this home run race. They turned their back on, turned a blind eye to it because it brought viewers back to baseball.
The viewership, yeah. No, I remember. I'm a 93 baby. He's the young bull. Listen, also, Reinvent Jones said, as a Bears fan, seeing Caleb as the cover athlete for Madden 27 is a dream come true. Also, I'm cool hearing Caleb's Madden overall is a 90 because we all know he's not a 99 overall.
I like that take.
The Bears, bear down.
The Bears.
Yeah.
Nas Jersey said, first time super chat, never watch live, always catch y'all replays. Y'all like Brunson or Iverson?
The fact it's a conversation now is interesting.
I hate that it is.
I hate that it is too, but if he leads this team to a championship,
you gotta say Brunson.
You gotta say
Brunson.
You gotta say Brunson. This is his
Iverson
opportunity.
was just so polarizing, man. Like, he just changed the athlete
He
in
had
sports,
far more aura.
period.
Way more aura.
His mama was braiding his hair on the sidelines.
If you can remove the aura from blinding you, if Brunson wins this.
But that's saying he has to win it. Right now, it's Iverson in the
It's Iverson,
It's
Iverson. But also playing it at regular season MVP level, having, I don't know, he's just,
but
his career was crazy.
Yes, he does.
AI has that MVP.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Kobe's
I'm
watch.
saying right now,
Watch.
it's Allen Iverson, no question. I'm saying if Jalen Brunson leads this team to that, and based off of what he's done in the playoffs the last 4 or 5 years,
it's a conversation.
And he drugged the shitty, disgusting, nasty.
He did.
76ers to the
old
finals.
Dikembe
got a
no, not today.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's crazy. It's a conversation, bro.
I don't like it. Can we move
Brunson
on
a baller,
before I
though.
start
Go
tearing
ahead,
up?
bro. Go ahead.
Sarah Somerville's back in the super chat. Shout out to all of our lady regulars. She said, good evening, Acho, TJ, Trey, Carebear, and the guys in the back. Shout out to the gang in the back. Now that the Rams have Myles Garrett, maybe now they can beat my Eagles. Go Birds. Tall Up 340, our resident comedian, said, all I'm saying is that if Tatum would have had a game like Wemby just did, he would be getting cooked. What's up with this fanboy BS? Hashtag
Basura.
Chris.
We kind of let it be known that Wemby has to play better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tatum if Tatum had a game where he shot 28% from the field and
Tatum also missed when
Yeah.
he was young like this.
Yeah.
The same way
Wemby
Wemby
was way
did.
better.
Like, you know what I
Simple.
mean? And people were on his case about it. So Christian Exantis 147 said, great show, y'all. Just can't hang. Got work in the morning, but leaving with this. Let's go Knicks. 1 game down, 3 to go.
3 to go.
Central Cat said, man, I don't care about Caleb Williams. Let's talk about how Aiyuk got a warrant out for his arrest, then posted himself going 100 miles per hour on a track saying he don't give a duck.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, do
Same
we
thing, make
want
you laugh.
you know what
Hey,
we
look.
say in the Speakeasy.
Y'all
Y'all produce the show.
I had
But
no
does
clue
it have
about
to
the-
be Central Cast? I hate
He's
to
the
give
number one
it-
pick.
He doesn't
He's
deserve
the
more
number one
credit than-
overall pick. Just because y'all don't have him on your team doesn't. He's impactful right now.
He is.
He's sitting here producing the show
He's
for
an
us.
impactful player.
Well, when he starts
Okay,
blowing
look.
your DMs up with voice messages, you keep that same
Yeah,
energy.
that's crazy. I just don't open mine. I got too
He
many
sent you
people in
some
there. I don't
DMs?
know about you.
He
But,
did. We'll talk about it after the show, TJ.
Look, man,
I
we
don't
have to
even
talk
check
about
mine.
it. We have to talk about it. Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office issued a warrant for Brandon Aiyuk's arrest today on a misdemeanor charge of exhibition of speeding. The warrant was in reference to a video Aiyuk posted on social media in December where he appeared to be filming himself in the driver's seat going 40 miles per hour over the speed limit on a road near Levi Stadium. Fellas, I mean, this is from that post that you mentioned a lot, Acho, before. Do you guys think Brandon Aiyuk, given all of this offseason controversy, do you think he's ever going to play football again? Him not signing, everything that's kind of led into this current offseason we're in.
It's either mental health crisis or he's dumb.
Damn.
It's no in between. You post yourself on social media doing something that gets you a warrant issued for your arrest. So the first thing I'm always going to err on the side of caution of is mental health crisis based upon the age we live in, the era we live in, because that's serious issues. But how stupid do you have to be driving 40 miles over the speed limit, record yourself doing it, and post it? It's just dumb. I don't know that BA will play again because he's no longer worth the headache. People don't realize, and these conversations always got lost in the sauce. Half the time, your favorite athlete, when they don't get signed, even if there's something extracurricular, is because their talent no longer makes room for them. That's really what it comes down to. It doesn't matter your favorite athlete's religious orientation, their sexual orientation, their political orientation. If they won them ones, their talent will make room for them. But if they're not one of them ones, your talent not going to make room for you anymore. Brandon Aiyuk, he's not one of them ones anymore. So realistically speaking, why would you want him on your team? For what? For the distraction within the locker room? For him to potentially be a cancer in the receiver room? What contribution has he shown you he can make over the last 2 years? Furthermore, he's still coming off an ACL injury. And if he's willing to throw $60 million away, you think he cares that much about your organization? He didn't care about the organization that drafted him, nor the organization that offered him in excess of $60 million guaranteed. So I just don't know what kind of fool would take a chance on this version of BA until we see him get help.
Yeah, he'll play again. It's unfortunate, man. Like, I just communicate with him a lot. Weekly, probably, maybe more than that. Haven't spoken to him, communicated with him in a while. And he's going to play again. Because when you have the type of talent that he has, somebody's going to give you another chance. But the 49ers are basically, oh, you say F us, we going to say F you right back. I believe the 49ers are literally going to release him the day prior, the last day possible that they can release him. That's what they're going to do. Because this is what you've done to us. We're gonna pay you back now.
How does that inconvenience him? Break it down for the viewers at home.
Oh.
Like, TJ, what are you saying?
It's a huge inconvenience because, one, you can do all the training you want to do. You're not practicing. You're not running and decelerating and stopping at that type. You're not using the type of energy in a practice that you do when you train. And so now it's going to take you a couple weeks just to kind of get acclimated because first couple practices, they're going to take it easy on you. Then the first hard practice, you're going to be sore as hell for the next day or two. So that right there is a week gone because you're not going to be ready to play. And so that's just from a physical perspective. Now you go to a mental perspective. Yeah, football's universal. We all run the same plays, but this is Spanish, this is Italian, this is Chinese, this is English. Yeah. It's all pronounced different, and you got to learn the offense. So now that's another couple weeks, 2 weeks. You know the basics of the offense. It's going to take you a good 4 or 5 weeks to really understand that offense. Season halfway over now. And so what are you actually going to bring to the table that can really help a team when you can't go 2-minute drill because you're not going to know the hand signals. You're not going to know this is one word. You're not going to know that. And so unless you go to a team like the Commanders and your boy Five is sliding you all this ahead of time because they know what's going on. Now, that's very possible.
Yeah. Can we put into context what we're witnessing with Brandon Aiyuk? For those that are lesser familiar.
And I don't believe it's a mental health crisis. I don't. I just believe he's just like, he don't care.
Have we ever seen anything like this Brandon Aiyuk situation in the NFL? You could say Le'Veon Bell, but even Le'Veon Bell made it abundantly clear what he wanted. He just wanted more money. I don't know that we've ever seen a situation like Brandon Aiyuk's where we're in real time watching an individual self-destruct, sit out, sacrifice hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, in context, have we ever witnessed anything like this?
No, because he gave up, was it 48 guaranteed? 48 million that was left on his contract. That was guaranteed. He just gave that up. But he just didn't give up 48 or whatever that number is.
He gave up the future value.
He gave up the next contract. And Drake London just signed for 4 years, $141 million. Congratulations, my dog. Aiyuk contract would have been up in 2 to 3 more years.
Yeah. He's re-upping in 2 more years.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't get 141. You just get 100. Mm-hmm. Like, really? That's what the guarantee that he had and the money in the future that you would have had. And I don't get it. When they paying these type of salaries and you had a talent to make this type of money and change everybody in your family's life, you got to do it.
Based on what you're saying, though, why would you want to acquire a player that is that ignorant, that selfish, and that dumb? Or at least making those decisions? I can call him that based on the behavior, but you know how selfish you have to be. I believe he's married, if I'm not mistaken. I think I heard that. Yeah. You know how selfish you have to be. Forget you. What about the people that birthed you? What about the people that raised you? What about somebody who you've declared your life to? But if you sacrificing $100 million, I don't want to know, Trey, what your wife would do if when I do offer you this contract, you turn that joint down and it's $100 million. I don't even know what your wife would do.
Wait, are we talking about numbers that could potentially get anywhere close to that? Look at Kieran's face. I like that. He got the I eat ass face on, which we know he already does. But yeah, that's
dude.
He just sneezed a couple seconds ago.
Prove it.
Yeah, he's finding ways to do it quietly.
Prove it. And also, don't hate. Just congratulate, brother. I've been holding out, and now my Skrill about to be a little bit more hard. That's it.
But like,
you were so thirsty, you cost yourself some money and ultimately more food. But
I couldn't imagine like what you just got to be selfish and dumb. T. I think I disagree with you on him playing again, bro.
Somebody's gonna sign him. Now, at this point, it has to. It can't. I don't even believe it can be a incentive. Like league minimum will give you about $4 to $5 million incentives.
Yeah, literally.
Are you willing to take that?
We'll give you 1.25.
Are you willing to take that?
Yes. And
now, but because I look at it from his perspective. At his height of heights, he was never what Odell Beckham is, or what Odell Beckham was. Odell Beckham just took league minimum for the love of the game. And so, do you love the game that much? Because I don't know. You didn't love it enough to get your shit together for this 40+ million.
1.2.
Does he? The thing is though, who's taking on that contract right now? And are the 49ers just not going to?
What contract?
Are they not trading him?
They're gonna release.
release him.
Nobody
They're gonna have
is
to release him.
trading for him.
Yeah.
They're going to release him. Had BA been a good person in this situation, he would have been released immediately. Had he kept a relationship with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they would have released him months ago.
Yeah.
But because of the way he handled things, oh, you really think you're going to treat me like this?
And I'm going to do you right? Yeah, hell
I'm not doing, you think I'm going to treat you great when you've treated me like shit? That's not going to happen. And so it will be the last day possible that they can keep me before his contract becomes guaranteed that they release him.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. Who can?
That's fair.
When is that when his contract becomes guaranteed? Is that later on this
Before
summer?
your contract is guaranteed that Wednesday of the first game of the season.
Yeah. But either yes, true.
Yeah.
Honestly, Tuesday.
So they
Tuesday, 2 p.m.
he'll be released if it's at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock at 3:59 or 4:59.
Yeah, he out of there. Kieran, I think we got one more topic on the day, sir.
Yeah, we do. Did we? I'm sorry.
Oh,
we
yeah,
we have a couple.
yeah.
We actually have 2 more. You're trying to rush me out of here, man. Let me do my damn job. All right. Breaking news. Super Bowl winning quarterback and spouse of 2000s pop star, R&B star. I don't pop. Yeah, it was
she's a
popular
pop-
music. Yeah, pop
yeah.
star. Russell Wilson called it quits on a career today, posting this video. Some clips with his beautiful wife Sierra. Some touchdown passes and whatnot. All in this, saying goodbye to football in a very heart, wrenching, very touching. Last dedicated post to football as he's going to, take up an opportunity being an analyst for CBS, it's reported. Fellas, the question is for you guys. Acho, we got your thoughts a little bit earlier, but TJ, do you believe that Russell Wilson will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
I do not.
Whoa.
Congratulations to Russell Wilson on a hell of a career. Russell Wilson, and I don't know Russell Wilson. I met him once, but just from seeing him, type of dude I want my daughter to marry, and I have 3 of them. And that's just on the outside looking in on the way he carries and the way he conducts himself.
Yeah, me type of guy, yeah.
He seems like he is a great human being, like he'd be a great husband to any woman.
Just like me, yeah.
First and foremost. But that's on the outside looking in. I don't know him.
Yeah.
As a football player, hell of a football player. I just believe he falls a little bit short getting into the Hall of Fame because of once he left Seattle, it was, it was pretty much all downhill. To me, you have to have been a top 5 player at your position for 5 years. I say that all the time. And if you weren't, it's hard for me to say you're a Hall of Famer. You can't even really go into Pro Bowls this day and age because the Pro Bowl doesn't matter. Nobody wants to go to the Pro Bowl. It's not in Hawaii anymore, so you can be 100 times Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl now is irrelevant. It's the accolades, and do you believe for a period of 5 years you were a top 5 player? And I say no.
This is interesting.
Can I push back just on TJ's his criteria for quarterback? The top 5 for 5 years, with quarterback being the most talented position in the league, you don't think you should extend that at all? It's still
because
the same thing.
The Hall of Fame is the very best to ever play. It ain't like the very close to the very best. These are Deion Sanders. You said, oh, no question. Mike Irvin, no question. Randy Moss, no question. T.O., no question. Larry Fitzgerald, no question. Larry Fitzgerald, condolences, my boy. Rest in peace to your father, man. Yeah. Julio Jones. Those are no-brainers. Like, to me, if you got to sit here and be like, you're not a Hall of Famer. And with Russell Wilson, it's is he? That means you're not. Because it's a fraternity of the guys that were elite of the elite. These, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers. That's what the Hall of Fame is. It's these type of dudes. You may be in the military, but you not this elite unit right here. You not SEAL Team 6. You not going in on a helicopter to get Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Now,
That's the Hall of Fame.
now, TJ, I know you played football at a very high level, and you are probably the most qualified person to talk about this topic. But you're dead ass wrong.
No, I'm not.
Let me tell you why.
You going off stats, bro.
I'm saying.
Like Kirk Cousins is number 2.
Yes. Kirk Cousins, this is just yards.
With
Russell
anybody
Wilson,
at that time, see, you going off stats.
I'm going off a feeling.
what a player would say. Ain't nobody that played in the National Football League during that time would say Kirk Cousins was a top 3 quarterback. Not one person.
No.
But you got him up there number 2.
Yes, but I'm saying yards and touchdowns from 2017 to 2021. He had, outside of Aaron Rodgers in that time span, the best touchdown to interception ratio in the entire league, and was also top 5 in yards and in touchdowns. So I think he was a top 5 quarterback at that time. He also, they didn't win championships or go on deep playoff runs, but at that time he was a really good quarterback. He was a really, really solid
Really
quarterback.
good. Yes, he was.
And he also has the accolades. He has the Super Bowl. Do I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Absolutely not. He's going to wait. He's going to have gray hairs, and a lot of them, whenever he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Just pull up the list of quarterbacks when that time period, not the guys.
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
What time period? You should be able to do that.
You said
For me, it was his
27
last
to 21.
Yeah, for me, I pulled up the last 5 years of his tenure in Seattle, which was 2017 to 2021.
Tom Brady,
Aaron Rodgers.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Mahomes gets there. He ends up having his first year in 2018. So 2018, sure, I'm giving Mahomes.
But then you got to put Stafford in.
You got to put Lamar Jackson in there.
You got to put Stafford.
So
in.
You putting Stafford got his ring at the very end,
But
he was
that was
always
his
good.
first.
And
But
who
the thing
would
is,
you
before
take as a
Stafford,
quarterback then? Many will say Matthew Stafford.
yeah,
And so he falls right on the outside because although Mahomes had just come in, he came into the league a dog.
Yeah, MVP.
yeah.
So Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford. That's just 5 guys right there.
We ain't talked about Josh yet because by 19, 20, and 21, Josh Allen
That's
started
5
going crazy.
guys right there.
He's never
And
finished
so-
top 10 in MVP voting either. But
and
he's only
so
got 1 All-Pro.
I just think you fall just outside of that now because he's going to CBS.
Yeah.
Because he will be visible.
Correct. Great guy.
He will be
Walter Payton Man of the
outstanding
Year.
person, at least from the outside looking in. He will probably get in because of him going to TV, and people will see him in a different light, and he knows the game of football. They're going to hear him speak, and they're going to be like, you know what, Russell is a Hall of Famer. But I just feel like he just falls a little short. No harm in that because, again, the best of the best. Now, if he had 2-3 Super Bowls, it's like,
You got to put him in.
because I'm like, Eli Manning's going to get into the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
I don't know if he was a top 5 quarterback for that period of time, but he's going to get in because of 2 Super Bowls.
And MVPs.
This is where it gets frustrating, though. Malcolm Butler intercepting Russell Wilson at the 1-yard line, is that going to be the threshold that keeps him out of the Hall of Fame? That's going to be the one thing? I'm sorry. Russell Wilson is a better quarterback in his career. He played the game at a higher level than what Eli Manning did. He did.
I'll give
he
you
just
that.
did.
I'll give
he
you
didn't
that.
He didn't have better playoff runs.
I'll give you that.
But he played the game at a higher level than Eli Manning did. And he's a Super Bowl winner.
Eli put the team on his back, though.
That's true.
That's the problem. Like,
And
he got to the
Eli-
playoffs.
and
Like Russ, when
Eli-
Russ won the
That's
Super
true.
Bowl, he didn't put the team on his back.
The team backpacked him.
Correct.
Yeah.
But as much as I'll say I don't know if Eli's a Hall of Famer, Eli beat one of the greatest teams and offenses
greatest
we
team.
had ever seen.
Yeah.
That has to mean something.
Correct.
That has to mean something.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm-
that matters.
It's tough, right? Like, Russ for sure is not a first ballot. Do I think Russ is a Hall of Famer? I think Russ is the line for the Hall of Fame. I think Russ is quite literally like he is the line. The dilemma is if you don't let Russ in, then all of a sudden you're not letting a dude in who had like 10 straight Pro Bowl seasons, who had a 40 passing touchdown year, 30.
But the Pro Bowl like should not matter.
But it's unfair because when he was making it, it still mattered.
When did they really change the rules? It was like
2021.
No. When they stopped having a Pro Bowl in Hawaii, that's when it became ass.
When did they change it? When did they stop having a Pro Bowl in Hawaii?
That's when nobody wanted to go.
Because like his first at least 7 or 8 Pro Bowls from 2014 to like 21, I think them joints mattered, bro. Let me see.
After the 2016 game.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Once that happened, nobody wanted to go to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Bro, I was a first alternate 3 times. I'd be a 5-time Pro Bowler in today's game.
So, okay, this is my thing, though. He was a 4-time Pro Bowler before they moved it from Hawaii. After that, he ended up going to 6 more Pro Bowlers. But in those seasons, I'm going to give you what he did in those seasons, right?
Real quick, after you do that, tell me when he went to those Pro Bowls after those seasons, how many as an alternate?
Okay, so in 2017, 34 touchdowns, 11 picks. Pro Bowl caliber quarterback.
Yeah, good season.
2018, 35 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Really good season.
2019, 31 touchdowns, 5 picks. 2020, 40 touchdowns, 13 picks. Then 2021, 25 touchdowns, 6 picks. That was the start of the decline his last year in Seattle. I will look up what happened, but I think he was a Pro Bowl caliber player.
But the kicker is Hall of Famer, you need all pros. I need 3 all pros in 5 years, not 4 or 5 Pro Bowls in 5 years. Like Hall of Famers, where T is right is the Hall of Fame quarterbacks of this generation: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Without thinking, Russ doesn't fall into that conversation. He just doesn't. Russ falls into the Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford. I think he's probably in that tier. I don't even know who else I can include in that tier. I think Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Russ. I think he falls into that.
So five times out of the 10, he was an original selection for the Pro Bowl. 2012 alternate, 2014 alternate. So before they moved from Hawaii, he had 2 real Pro Bowls, and then 2 alternates. And then after that, 2017 original, 2018 alternate, 19 and 20 had great years, original selection. 2021,
but this also matters.
24.
He made 2 Pro Bowls, but originally didn't go because he was in a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you feel me?
It's sad now that Pro Bowls don't matter towards your like.
I know,
because there's guys that without Pro Bowls, why is Troy Aikman a Hall of Famer?
Them 3.
3 rings. Yes, you're 3. On those teams, but he was the trailer, not the truck.
Of course,
you know what I mean. And that's kind of. I think Russell Wilson's a better quarterback than. But also, I don't know. Do you guys think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer?
No.
He was a better quarterback than Troy. I see your point.
No.
I see your point.
It's also hard to adjudicate the past through the lens of the present. Because if we look at Troy Aikman through the lens of our eyes right now, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But if you were around in them 90s eras.
And it's completely different game now.
Bro, who is it? I think it's Vinny Testaverde. Not Vinny Testaverde. Joe Namath. I think he has more interceptions than touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he's in the Hall.
Joe Namath, yeah.
I think he has more interceptions. If I'm not,
he does. He has more interceptions.
He has more interceptions than touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
And like, he's in the Hall of Fame. So
my thing is, okay, Eli Manning played he had his Pro Bowls before it moved from there, but he made 4 Pro Bowlers before it moved from Hawaii as original selections. I'm guessing. I don't know if he was alternates as well, but like that.
It's some 2 chips, bro.
It's what those 2 chips look like.
Chips. Yeah,
but it's just like if Julian Edelman's a Hall of Famer, I think Russell Wilson needs to be a Hall of Famer.
But Julian's not Hall of Famer.
I know, but I'm saying like that. There's conversation about that. They're saying that Matthew Slater's going to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Slater should be a Hall of Famer.
Hey, Russell Wilson at 70 years old should be put in the Hall of Fame. If it gets to that point, like posthumously put him in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hey man, y'all naming people, bro. This crazy, bro.
I'm saying, Drew Pearson, Cowboys wide receiver, the first original 88. He's a Hall of Famer. Not because of what he actually did on the. He was never
you know
a top
wide. To me, like if you don't get into the Hall by like 10 years after you retire, I just don't even think you should get in. That's me personally.
I agree with
you. You should have a window
I don't know,
like they do in baseball.
There's that one dude who was on his deathbed. I'm sure y'all saw it.
Bro, like there's no point. Yeah.
Like literally had his wife there, had his family there. He literally dying.
He could die happy.
Couldn't see and couldn't speak. Yeah. I was like, this is...
Man, put his ass in the hall.
He could hear, though. He heard.
Pick his old decrepit ass up and put that gold jacket on him.
Enjoy it,
you can't enjoy it, bro.
And he gonna shit all over that jacket, unfortunately. Can't control his bowels.
Hey, let's get some super chat before we get to the last topic, bro.
This dude.
Care, bro. You gotta chill, dog.
It's not my fault, man.
That's crazy. Speaking of dogs, I am Cold Dog jumped in with a $50 super chat and said, "Welcome back from vacation, fellas. Yo, Teddy Pendergrass Bear. Nice vocals from a couple nights ago. At Acho. you've seen this before because Aiyuk is looking like AB did at the beginning of his spiral.
That's what I thought about.
Yeah,
when
that's
you
a
said-
good one.
I thought about that.
The
but
only
it was
difference is-
late in
yes.
the career. That's why I didn't
Aiyuk
bring
did
it up.
this in his prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
AB in his prime didn't mess with his money. AB messed with his money. He retired, came back, Bucks, Raiders. But
He was still tail end of his prime.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even in his prime.
AB?
Raiders AB wasn't prime.
Really?
Yeah,
I have to go
no.
look at
Prime
that.
AB was that 5-year run that we will never see. We haven't seen before.
Yeah.
That ish was crazy. Raiders AB was. He was. I don't know what
My
the Raiders AB was
conspiracy hat on.
Yeah.
AB.
Now, he had 1,200
BA.
last year, yeah. He had 15 touchdowns in 15 games.
Keeping it moving, Mike Speakeasy said, hot take, I think the culture capes for Sanders the way MAGA capes for Donald Trump. There's nothing special about him. If it was Arch, the brothers wouldn't be going so hard. If he was good, he would have been drafted before the 5th round and started. Let's not open up that can of worms. Top Shotter said, TJ, what was your greatest catch? Like, oh shit, I really just caught that. And why Carson Palmer don't get the love he deserved?
Man, Carson the ball. Carson don't get the love because he got drafted to Cincinnati, and it was just you kind of running uphill. Because I trained with the best quarterbacks in the league, the best, and they couldn't fuck with Carson, not throwing the football.
Damn.
I don't know. Greatest catch? I don't know. The one I remember because I was barely playing at the time, and we were playing the New York Giants. I never forget it. It was like 4th and like 9. It was 2 dudes on me, and Kitna was like, "I'm coming to you." And he said this in a huddle, and it was 2 dudes guarding me.
Yeah.
I jumped up, caught it, 4th down. Next play, Chad scored. It was like at the end of the game, 4th quarter, it was snowing. We won the game.
Damn.
I just remember that one. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
That is fire.
Yeah, you had a crazy one in Seattle, too. I saw that one. It was like near the pylon or something. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah. I know
You know
what
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Laid out, but that was,
You know
that was
what
crazy.
was crazy? Carson was great, but he was cool.
Bro, Carson had a cannon, and when you caught his ball, it felt like a feather. Like you catch some dude's ball, that ball hit your hand, and you be, oh my, here y'all go.
I didn't say anything.
Look, I hear the science. Look,
we
when
you said
other guys
ball.
would know.
I'm letting you
Yeah,
cook.
you would say balls.
Okay.
Yeah,
you would say balls.
You said balls. He's
No,
cool.
actually, no.
That is
You're
not an
good.
infraction.
You're good.
Yeah,
I was just laughing because it was
You're
close.
good.
No
You're
lie,
good,
though.
TJ.
Certain guys that throw that ball, it hits your hand, you be like, God.
Yeah.
Man, Carson, I don't know what it was. Just
Carebear, let him cook, bro.
Bruh.
Damn, man.
Carson does not get the credit that he deserves, but
It's 'cause he was
as a
good, but he wasn't
quarterback,
great.
you
Also,
gotta-
don't
you gotta-
disrespect his
No.
quarterback in his
Well,
face,
Carson played
bro.
for my brother.
No.
Carson played with my brother.
Acho.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
As a-
in
AZ.
Arizona. Yeah,
As a thrower of the football,
Yeah, he's elite.
it ain't too many guys
elite.
ever to throw the ball how Carson threw the ball. Ever.
damn.
And Carson came up at a time where there's really no quarterback training. He was like the quarterback trainer's example without having a training.
I had a good game against them. Oh, that's when we lost, bro. We was in cover 4,
yeah.
cover 4 beater. We was up 24.
What'd they run?
Probably
They
double
ran it out
post.
double post.
Double post.
Cover 4 beater. I think they hit us double post, or they hit us a post and
Hey,
go run it
26
back.
got burners though.
Yeah.
Who's 26?
Kerry Williams.
From SC?
Nah, they ran the dagger.
Dagger and go?
Yeah, they ran a dagger from outside, and then they ran a post from
John Brown?
John Brown.
Yeah, John Brown, yeah.
Bro, we
Got
lost
up
the
and
game
did all
on
that
this.
this dancing. Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious.
Hey, yeah, that
yo.
dig and go boy killed cover 4 because that safety jumped.
Nah, that's Ravens. Kerry Williams, Super Bowl. You played
Oh
against him.
yes, I played with him.
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
Ravens.
just remember
Williams.
Carson was talked
Okay.
about crazy in college. Like from USC was like ridiculously talented. And then
Carson was that dude. Straight up.
Where else we at?
Listen, Deshaun the Barber says, speak easy. Good evening, gentlemen. Day 1 member, first time super chatter, Chicago everything fan. Caleb and Ben gave us hope again. We'll be around for more. Trey, tell these folks to sub up. Do it now. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Get us in the algorithm. Get us some subs so ultimately I can get paid. Y'all heard Acho smiling, kiki, and laughing that he's not paying me, not re-upping my contract. Subscribe so that can happen. So I can keep reading your super chats. Okay. Central Cast, maybe I got to come back. Before we move, the chat did ask
What's up?
us to revisit the conversation we had yesterday. TJ, the chat wants to know. Everybody in the Speakeasy is single, hypothetically. You got me, Acho, Carebear, and TJ, and Shady to choose from, right? First question is, who you taking on the 2-man with you? We all single. We in our prime. We look our best shape. Yeah, everybody, you know what I mean?
I'm in my prime.
Come on now.
I love that for you.
Who am I taking?
TJ, you know my game. You know my body.
We do know
It
your body.
depends on where we going. Cause Shady, I'm chilling. Shady's so live and vibrant, bro.
I said that.
Shady gotta go.
Yesterday.
He gotta go. Cause it don't matter where Shady go.
It's popping.
It's not even that. It's Shady's the outgoing one. I was with Shady at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Shady will just wind down the window and start yelling.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Hey, mama.
No.
Yeah, like Shady will just.
She get catcalled.
Yeah.
Shady will just
Yeah,
wind.
you gotta.
So like,
you gotta have Shady.
I ain't that bold.
You gonna open up some doors that you be
They
like.
would never, not otherwise be open.
You gotta have Shady for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question is, let me see. I had it written down. Okay, so you go out with all of us. We all 5 of us go out.
This one. What's this one?
Who's bagging the finest chick in the building, and who's taking one for the team?
I'm with y'all.
You with us?
Oh, I'm getting the baddest one for sure.
Trey said that last time.
I tried to tell him,
If not
TJ.
yourself, who?
I don't care.
Bro, man, quit the pick me shit, bro. Please,
Hey, my
dog.
dog Carebear. My dog
Oh
Carebear.
my! TJ got such a soft spot for Carebear. I hate it, bro.
TJ saw my game, bro. It was like what? He had one opportunity to see my game. He saw my game. Come on now.
And
You remember the Super Bowl?
What's
You saw
your
my
MO?
game.
I'ma keep
TJ,
it a buck,
in your
though.
prime,
Would
what
I
was your
take-
MO?
Would I take one for the team? I'll take one for the team.
That's why Trey picked me.
Oh, I would. I would take, like, I'll be the duck for the team. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
But how
TJ
far are you
take
going
one
with
for
the
the
duck?
What you mean?
Like, you getting the number, you playing the whole, let's
If
link up
you
after.
knocking down their friend and I got to knock the duck down,
You doing it?
Oh, he's not. Wow.
I don't trust him.
I'm not taking that. Nah, I
I
not
don't
doing
trust
that.
Acho to do
I
that.
not doing
I'm
that.
not. I'll hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll make sure.
Man,
I'm
wait,
there
wait,
too.
wait,
I'm
wait,
there.
wait.
I'm
Hold
holding
on.
the conversation.
Let's
I'm not
rewind
going
real
I'll hold
quick.
a conversation. I'll hold a conversation.
How bad is she?
Like, how much of a duck is she?
Yeah.
Like she built like Care Bear.
Oh, nah.
With
Then
a face like-
I'm going to conversate with her like Acho did.
Immediately, oh, no.
Acho, I'm conversating with her then. Nah.
I gotta say built like a
we
grown
gon-
man. That's crazy,
Yeah. I'll take one for the team, but it can't be like, damn.
Okay.
Nah,
All right.
it can't be that bad.
That's cool.
I was about to say she's 6'3", like 300. That's damn.
Hey, if I can't lift her,
shit.
I ain't knocking her down.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Come on,
Fair
man.
enough. Fair
You not
enough.
taking one for the team?
You said what I?
Yeah. If it's your homeboy,
You're
you
holding
got to.
conversation. He not going to.
I'm not
to-
going no further than that.
Yeah.
No
I've
further
done that.
than that.
I've done that
But
time and time
I'll
again.
talk.
I got too much pride.
I'll sell a dream. I'll sell the hell out of the dream.
Yeah.
But any real friend holds the conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think everyone here will
We got to
take
keep
one
you
for the team.
occupied
Yeah.
until the homie get
Shady
done.
is not.
Shady would not take one for the
No,
team. No.
Shady's like, all right, I'm gonna get at you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, just hit my line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shady
that's
selfish
crazy.
like
Yeah.
that.
Shady,
I can see
shady.
that, man.
Yeah.
Come on now,
he's
it's shady, bro.
He is shady.
It is what it is. Look, we got to keep it pushing. Last topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Micah Parsons, the Packers edge rusher, told reporters today that due to the start, he is due to start the season on the physically unable to play list, as the Packers have a strict 9-month recovery policy for players that have had multiple ACL tears, causing some confusion because nobody can remember when he tore his ACL the first time. Maybe he was in college. I don't remember. Parsons had surgery to repair his ACL tear on December 29th, and he's expecting to return somewhere around mid-October. Fellas, Packers' best defensive player possibly missing the first part of the season. Is this a big deal or is it no big deal?
Only reason I think it's a big deal is because we've been waiting on the Packers window forever. And while we've been waiting on the Packers window, the Rams, they've said, look, we want to come win another Super Bowl. The Chicago Bears have said, hey, look, we want to take over the division. The Seattle Seahawks have arisen out of nowhere. While we've been waiting on the Packers to win a Super Bowl, we've seen 3 different NFC teams leapfrog the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love had already made a name for himself before Sam Darnold was ever a Seattle Seahawk. So Jordan Love has made a name for himself while Caleb Williams was still at USC. I just don't like the fact that the Packers are continuing to waste away seasons. And now, offensive coordinator gone to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the wide receiver room is starting to be depleted. So I don't know, T, that the Packers can afford to lose Micah Parsons for a significant amount of the regular season. Because to lose Micah for a significant amount of time in the regular season is to now drop an additional game or two. And realistically speaking, did the Packers Super Bowl window close before it ever even opened? That's my fear with Micah Parsons being gone till October.
I don't know what they talking about. Multiple ACL tears. This is his first one. He
Yeah,
didn't
I
tear
think
his
they
ACL in
must-
college because they had to clean out his meniscus. Could they be talking about that? This is his first knee injury.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Yeah.
For the Packers, it's a blow because you give up picks and Kenny Clark to get Micah Parsons. But you knew when he tore his knee, it was an outside shot that he would be ready to go week one, just because of the amount of force and power that he has to generate to get around the edge, being an elite pass rusher. It would have been a push to bring him back week one. When you give him that contract, we can't risk it. We can't. It's nothing to chance. And so if he misses half of the season, does that hurt the Packers? Yes. But they should be good enough to where, at worst, if he misses 8 games, they got to at least be 4-4 and 5-3. You got to be able to do that without Micah Parsons. And if he can come now the back stretch of the season and give you guys in 8 games 8 to 12 sacks, that's what you would want. But you can't chance it. Giving him that contract and giving up what you gave up to get him, you can't risk bringing him back week one and he has a setback. Nah, because when you tell me you're ready to play, I may sit you 2 more weeks. I just want to make sure. You cannot take that chance because he's still young. Like, Micah Parsons is still young.
I think he's 27 maybe.
Yeah, he's
He got another contract in him, big one.
Yeah.
I don't think he's my age. I think he's younger than that.
The question though is like Packers Super Bowl window. I thought it was open 2 years ago. I truly did. At this junction in time, it looks like the Bears are ascending at a more rapid rate. Seahawks aren't going anywhere because of their coach. Rams still have another 2 years of dominance. Eagles still have another probably 3 to 4 years of relevance until they got to figure out what to do with DeJean and Quignon and Carter, if they can keep all those individuals. There are at least 4 NFC teams that we all like better than the Green Bay Packers. And a couple of those teams are younger with a brighter future than the Green Bay Packers.
They're younger? The Packers have a young team.
I would say the Bears are a younger team as far as from a nucleus perspective, and I would rival the Seahawks youth to the Packers youth.
If these teams were to play and Micah Parsons is healthy, they can beat anybody. Only team I would be for sure that I think they would lose to would be the Rams.
Seahawks, Eagles?
Like, you high on the Seahawks. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm not. Because of losing Kubiak. The Eagles
be beating the brakes off the Packers.
The Eagles,
yes,
with Sean Mannion calling plays, it's unknown. We don't know.
We don't know.
Losing AJ is going to be a problem, but Smitty's good enough where you'll be fine.
Speak to this, bro. Even Packers defensively question, but offensively hella questions. Matthew Golden, still waiting for him to show up as a Texas Bull.
But he was a rookie last year. They'll use him more because they had so many receivers.
Let's hope. Christian Watson, here today, gone tomorrow because he's always battling with injuries.
That's
I think
true.
he's a really good player,
yes,
but constantly battling with injuries. They also have Jaden Reed. He a dog to me, but I mean, I think he's had 700 yards at the most in a season. So, like, Josh Jacobs, off the field issues, we haven't even addressed that. Didn't he plead? He turned himself in. Josh Jacobs, 2 days ago.
He pled not guilty.
Pled not guilty, but turned himself into some form of, like, domestic violence. Bro, are the Packers exciting to you still?
This is the thing. I believe the Packers are a good team. You would have liked, or Keyshawn Nixon played really good in the secondary last year.
He did.
Can they get somebody? I believe Valentine was the corner opposite him from Kentucky, correct?
Yep. Then number 3 is in the back end, and 33 is in the back end, and Xavier McKinney's in the back end.
And so their defense, if Micah Parsons come back, they're good. They're good. Where they have problems is when they need to play, who they going to. Mm-hmm. That they're going to everybody. So is that going to be Christian Watson this year? Is it going to be Jaden Reed this year, or is it going to be Matthew Golden? It's going to be one of the 3.
It can't be Golden because Golden doesn't have the I need to play go to you tools.
No, but because he was drafted in the first round,
They'll try it.
are they going to push it? You drafted Matthew Golden in the first round when you didn't need Matthew
But he's
Golden.
not that receiver. Matthew Golden has never been a I need a play, I'm going to you receiver.
But when
not
you-
in
you-
college.
Whoa!
I think Isaiah Bond.
4th and 13. Who did they go to?
Yeah,
They
but
went
that wasn't.
He went on a
No,
run.
bro.
He went on
Mich-
a run, and that
It was
towards
crazy.
the end of the
In- in-
season,
no,
he
no,
did
that-
go on a
not
run.
even in. Michigan at the start of the season, yeah.
Up to me. To me, you talking
Sure.
about that Arizona State game?
Sure,
Like,
yeah, but
that
he
that's
he
drawn
mossed
up.
the dude in the back of the end zone.
But like the league to me, when I hear T say that, what I'm interpreting is it's man. I'm not necessarily moving you in motion to get away from press. It's mano y mano.
You gotta
It's
win.
3rd and 6.
Yeah.
You're
It's
on
not- it's not
stingers. You
drawn
gotta
up,
win.
yeah.
But this is the thing, though. They drafted him in a position where you got to do that. And you got to see. Because if you don't, when you draft a receiver in the first round, if you don't give him the opportunity to show that he was, why'd you draft him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd
I'm
you
with
draft
that
him?
because they didn't give him the opportunity to do
all.
it. That room was overly stacked. And I think this is the thing for the Packers, though. Him being out till mid-October is not a concern at all, given what the start of their schedule looks like. I think the Packers are a playoff team. I don't think
weak?
they're the division winner. Yeah, no.
Schedule's weak.
Yeah, but to start the season, they play at Minnesota, then they play the New York Jets, and then they play the Falcons in Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is going to regress from where they were last year, and they weren't even a playoff team. The Falcons could be solid, but with Tua Tagovailoa playing out there against a solid enough defense, who knows how that's going to look.
They're going to go
Then
3-1, 2-2 at worst.
3-1, 2-2 at worst. You get him back for Chicago. I think that's the track that he should be on. And if he ends up coming back and playing healthy, they're a playoff team. I already think they're a playoff caliber team without him. They're a 9 to 10 to 11 win team. I don't think it's that big of a deal that he's going to miss this amount of time. It is a big deal that he had an ACL injury, and if it is multiple, I don't know. He sat out the 2020 year before the COVID year, yeah. But maybe he tore it at that time while training or something, and nobody knows about it or nobody publicly knew about it. Yeah, I don't.
Nah, he was out here training.
Oh, okay, then, yeah,
I see. He was out here.
yeah.
If he was out here.
Yeah. So then I don't know. I have no clue when he would have.
Do you think the Packers have a Super Bowl in the next 3 to 4 years? Appearance. Winning's hard.
Oh, man, it's tough to say that. No. They'll be right there, but to say that, they haven't shown me that they can do it. But if they did, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. But there's just so many good teams. Everything got to be clicking. You got to find that go-to guy. Christian Watson can be it, but he's injured.
He'd be hurt.
So it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't expect it.
There. Beautiful people, before we get out of here, if y'all been rocking with us this long, we appreciate you. We are going to read the super chats before we end the show. We got about 7 minutes left of show. Hey, hit that subscribe button, please, and hit that like button before we get out of here. It pushes us further into the algorithm. It helps support the show. When we were off for a week, we battled losing some subscribers, trying to make sure we get our family back. Again, consider us your online family 5 nights a week, trying to provide the last, trying to make your drive to work tomorrow a little bit easier if you can't catch the entirety of the show. Trying to give y'all a community in a lost, broken, and sometimes lonely, isolated world. So hit that subscribe button. Show us some love as we continue to pour into y'all on a nightly basis. Trey, let's get some super chats. Let's get about this joint.
Let's get up out this joint. This is about to be the earliest we've left a speakeasy in months. I can't wait. So let me get to these super chats. Let Dre Cook said, yeah, just showing love to my favorite folks. Don't go away for that long again. I was bored. Glad y'all back. I was at work last night, so I couldn't get in here, but I made it tonight. Spurs still got it. Fox was Magic City, and Wemby's percentage was just low tonight. Life coach said, hi, my name is Isaac Argueta. Acho, can you add FIFA World Cup 2026 on the Speakeasy? Y'all trust him to pick some football?
Did you just see that side? I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to give you my 5?
Go ahead. You go.
I'll give you my 5. Okay, look. Favorites, I think it's France, be given what they have in the front. Portugal, unbelievable in the midfield, and that is going to matter.
Yeah.
England have an easier path. They're not going to win it all, though.
Oh, hell no.
They're still solid, though. Spain, Lamine Yamal, I'm not sure if he's going to be back. If he is,
What, he
he's
hurt?
the best player in the world. He had a what is his injury?
Hamstring?
Yeah, hammy. Yeah, it's a
he
hammy.
a dude, bro.
He's the best player in the world. He's 18 years old.
Is he better than Mbappe?
Nah, I can't give him that.
I can't say he's better than Mbappe, but he's having better seasons than Mbappe.
He's very close to arrive. Like, his plane has begun its initial descent. But he hasn't arrived just yet.
Nah, his plane took off in the air, and it's moving at a very rapid speed.
The pilot just came on and said, buckle your seatbelt back up.
Yeah. The sleepers in the tournament, Brazil, I don't know how they're a sleeper given that they're the best football nation ever, but Brazil's a sleeper. I don't expect much out of them, but you never really know. Ancelotti's a phenomenal manager. Austria has a nice little path, and I think they're a whole lot better than they are. Argentina as well. The way they were playing last tournament, nobody really expected them to play with like that much synchronicity. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna throw that shit out there.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I would say those teams are the teams that you need to look for. Austria, though, is my sleeper of the entire tournament. Austria could go on a run to the quarters. I'm telling you, Austria's good.
Spell synchronicity.
Like also, speaking of my picks,
hell no.
I'm taking some shots right now for the finals. So, trail me with caution. This is your only warning. Trail me with caution because I'm not going to make no lineups again until the NFL season. So right now, I'm making I'm swinging for the fences. So I'm making 6-leg lineups.
Oh wow!
So this is your time to get rich or die trying. There's no bunting right now. Trail me with caution. Go ahead.
At least you give him a warning.
I'm giving him a fair warning, bruh.
If y'all think for 1 second that just because the NBA season is ending, that Emmanuel Acho will not be placing bets on PrizePicks.
Oh look,
with things like the WNBA going on. He's going to come in here and he's going to say, Rome, Carebear, what's going on with the World Cup, man? Who's going to score today?
Oh, no, absolutely.
What's the final score? Is it going to be a tie? Should I bet the tie? Should I bet a sweep?
Since we're getting close to that point, can I give you my obscure summer sports bets that y'all need to be looking at?
Oh, gosh. Are you betting on badminton overseas?
No, look, okay. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, all right?
Okay.
We got Jet Lawrence coming back. Hunter Lawrence, his brother, is the favorite to win right now. Jet's not 100%. He's the most talented rider in the world. But Hunter, I think, is going to win the championship this year. Tour de France. Greatest cyclist of all time is here. Tadej Pogacar. He's going to win. But in second place, there's going to be an upset. And if you could put money on second place, I don't know if you can. Paul Seixas. He's a 19-year-old from France, and he's unbelievable. Those are my obscure summer sports. Look, y'all can flame me if y'all want. But when the shit works out, y'all going to wish that y'all listen to me. Just saying.
Trey, wake up.
Sorry, is he done?
Yeah, no.
Okay, keep it moving.
Basketball season is tough, man. I gotta find something in the summer to watch.
That's fair. That's fair. And to eat your ramen noodles. Trav 2 Real said Rookie of the Year is back. Shout out TJ, Acho, Trey, spell my name with a Y, and Brush Cut Bear. 2 questions. Should the Pats sign Diggs as well, or try to grab a linebacker like Josh Sweat or Kayvon Thibodeau? Has anyone seen Jalen Williams and Social Trey in the same room? That's crazy. He is very distinctly Asian.
He looks like Duke Dennis.
His Vietnamese features. I have none of that. Okay, I'm Asian. It's crazy. Stephen A's nephew apparently called me the Asian guy with the ponytail.
Asian cat. Yeah, that is true. Stephen A's nephew sent me a voice memo. He's like,
he hold Kieran over the phone.
Asian cat.
He hold Kieran over the phone and then took a shot at me. It's crazy.
He did what? Over the phone?
Keep that energy for me, young fella.
He did what?
Go ahead, sir.
Central Cast said.
What Central Cast say, bruh? Let
me see how if this is disrespect. Okay, he said stepson. That's not terrible. He said your stepson, me. I'm not reading that.
Why'd you start?
Nope. Because I don't screen these. I just go off. I'm doing so much. Yeah. Mike Speakeasy said J.J. Watt is criminally underrated. Look at his numbers. He was also a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Watt played edge and defensive tackle. Prime Watt clears Garrett.
He's not underrated. I think Donald, he gets his credit.
No, they tried to say that J.J. Watt couldn't touch Aaron Donald's jockstrap yesterday or something.
He's not better than Aaron Donald, but they're in a. J.J. Watt was a dog.
Correct.
Okay. TJ backing Acho up with that one. Prime Watt clears Garrett and Donald because of his versatility.
See, now he's wrong.
Yeah, he's tripping.
I was like, now clears him? No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry about that. Central Cast said, not on some funny shit. TJ, can I DM you about my little sister? She's looking for camps, and I know you have KNICKS.
No.
Don't do that, TJ. Don't do that. I'm telling you.
She hoops though. His little sister does.
Yeah, but once you accept that one chat from Central Cast,
it's over with. If she reaches out to you once she is old enough to have social media or whatever, let that happen. But don't open them floodgates.
Nah.
Hector Lopez, 9149, said, "What are y'all thoughts on fantasy football, and will you guys participate this year? Would love to see y'all draft and going head to head for some cheese, bragging rights, and a last place punishment."
I can't play fantasy, man.
I've never.
I don't have the bread to bet fantasy.
Never done it ever. Never played it ever. Not one time.
I can't.
I play every year with my homeboys. This past season, I drafted Malik Neighbors, CD Lamb. I believe I also had Omarion Hampton. Right, it was. I mean, everybody that I had like a season-ending injury or something. I also had Aaron Jones or something at one point. It was nasty. Even he got hurt. I was like, "You were my fourth option."
You played the same amount of minutes as like your
bro.
It
was bad. My team looked like Anthony A did, like AD Davis. It was day to day. We were week to week, very much. It was bad, but I don't know. Fantasy's fun.
That's tough. Central Cat said, "Who in the draft do you think pulls the most? Is all talk, no game? The shy one, the guy the girls get over on, the lover boy."
What draft?
The Speakeasy draft. I think you're the negative of all of them.
Yeah.
In the Speakeasy draft?
The Speakeasy draft.
B-Top pulls
It's
the
all
most.
talk, no
You
game.
know you want.
I
Here's
don't
the thing.
know.
Taryn would be a hell of a sidekick.
Taryn?
Yeah.
She's a great wing woman for
Taryn
sure.
would be an incredible wing woman.
She'd be a good
She's
wing woman.
like, they get their guard down. Oh, meet Trey. Trey's an incredible
he's such
man.
a great guy. We've
He's
been
the kind
friends
guy.
for so long.
Yeah. You want to take T. Smith with probably Mr. 214.
214. You think he on the hose like that?
I think he's cracking jokes. That's who you want to. That's who you want to take with you.
Tall up 340. That's the resident comedian though.
Yeah,
214 got the pay.
If you can make him laugh,
214 gonna
you
say.
got him.
I can see 214 hitting the chick with like, you and your friends should go to the bar. I got a tab open. Y'all get y'all a drink.
Yeah.
Tall up 340 is going to meet them at the bar once they've already started drinking their drinks and laugh them out their
Or
pants.
do you take I Can Do 413 to tell you go home to your wife? Stop. You know, you don't need none of this. Go home.
I don't need that.
Look, I love God. I don't
I'm
need
going home
my
to my
wingman
wife
reading me Bible scriptures while I'm trying to chat to someone. That's
Hey.
That's fair. I mean,
he's a good dude though. Yeah.
Great dude.
Absolutely,
Ironically, Acho, they said in the chat that you would be the one to take somebody to Bible study. Like you're gonna when you run interference with the taking one for the team, you're gonna also invite her to Bible study.
if I get distracted, I'll start focusing on real life stuff, and I'll start talking about like actual meaningful.
Yeah. And then you're invested, and before you know it, she's got your drawers down to your ankles. Just saying.
What's up with the bro? What's going on?
To the ankles, huh? They ain't even on the ground. They to the ankles.
Wait, last one I got. Top shot it says Supercuts Bear. That's crazy. If Dallas don't get past the first round of the playoffs, at what point do the Cowboys move on from Dak and building something that works?
Time out. Don't you ever disrespect me about my Cowboys. My shit is sliced. And it's done really well. Okay, thank you very much.
It's a nice cut.
It's a nice
Supercuts
cut.
is
I got compliments.
Have you ever
My
been to
mom said it
Supercuts?
looked nice.
You ever been to Supercuts?
Never in my life have I been to those Supercuts.
I have a black father.
I saw a commercial for sports clips and I was like, oh, I want to go.
About
Supercuts. This is crazy. This is Supercuts is
wild.
The first cut wasn't. When the taper wasn't what I wanted. You know what I mean? So I ended up getting the drop.
Now you got the 2K My Creative Player. The My Player cut. The default My Player cut.
Yeah,
That's what you got.
I gotta get the waves look on the one.
He got the 2K My Player cut.
We've only had the brush out for a couple days, but we're starting to spin a little bit. We gonna be fully spinning.
You got
the
some
question
ripples?
though about Dallas though.
What point
if we don't get past it, what's his contract? 2 more years? After
I don't know if they do.
Let me
Not
see.
intentionally.
You have to.
I think it would be like an injury.
You have to. If he can't win, you have to. Let me see what his
Jerry
contract
just hasn't shown us the ability
He'll
to
do that. Yeah.
You can't give him another deal. That next deal gonna be $70 a year.
Yeah,
You can't. And somebody's gonna want to pay him. Yeah, he's damn, he's got 1 more year after this. Yeah, after 28, I think he's gone regardless. But
The Browns will pay him.
True.
shoot, somebody will pay him.
Yeah.
Somebody will pay him. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, gonna give you some stats. That's for damn sure. He gonna move that ball up and down the field.
Especially in the contract year, he might go off for 40 touchdowns.
Kieran, get us out the joint.
All right, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you
We
so
do.
much for watching. It's been a great show. It's been a phenomenal show. We're getting out of here early, so I'm not going to drag it on much longer. We'll be back tomorrow night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Kieran Hickey Simple. This is TJ Hushmanzada, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, and all the guys in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
guys in
gang.
back.
Oh
The
yeah,
guys
they
in the
took
back.
him off camera. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, okay. Who's gonna stop the show now? That's what I thought. All right, we'll see you guys next time back here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.
Peace.